Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Behind you.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
I almost said he's beneath you. I love that little joke. That was Paul Thorne and the classic. Great song. It's a great day to whoop somebody's ass. What do you think about that, Christy? You got your whipping boots on?
I don't feel like whipping anybody's butt yet.
Oh, it's early. It's way early.
Yeah, it's way early.
Way early.
We'll find
Maybe the
time
dog that got me up at 2 in the morning. Other than that.
Oh, okay. What was wrong with the doggy?
I don't know. I told him to shut up and we'd get up at 4:30 and
Okay.
he listened.
You tell him. Okay, very good, very good. We have a lot going on this morning, and we're going to get right to it. First off, coming up, Kostaki Economopolis.
Still drunk, I hope.
Our NFL correspondent. Now, your theory on this is what?
I'm sorry, what?
Your theory on Kostaki's
I had a theory?
hangover? Yes, I believe you did.
Oh, I told you he had some pictures up on social media, and he looked drunk to me, so I don't know. Maybe he
And he
still
was
is.
in attendance.
I hope.
At SoFi.
That's where the pictures were taken, yes. And there was some trouble with the rain, a huge thunderstorm, and I guess some of the rain because of SoFi's open air, and it has a roof, yes, but some of the rain blew in, and I guess the field was getting a little slick, and people were getting wet, and they were upset.
The final score?
65-7, Georgia.
It didn't affect Georgia, did it?
I hope you were giving points last night.
Wow.
Yikes.
So you could have had TCU plus the 59 and won.
Real barn burner.
And won by a point.
Yeah.
Well, you know what Tom's theory was?
What's that?
Well, I think Michigan would have given Georgia a much better game. Yes. Mm-hmm. They should have installed Michigan as obviously the better team after TCU beat them.
Hang on a second. Christy is showing me this photograph. Kostaki is a graduate of Georgia. Oh, yeah.
Get in there, Tom. Get in there.
Oh, that's a large beer, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I bet that had to be $30.
And he's way up in those seats, too. Man, that would freak me out.
Yeah, those seats aren't very good seats, Tom.
Good, because I told him I'd buy him his tickets. So. What do you think that high? Would they probably be $300?
I would honestly, way
probably
more.
Than that. Yeah,
Really?
more than that, I bet. Yeah.
I think 800 800
Yeah.
Well, you'll find out, I guess, in a
so.
few hours.
These were pricey tickets.
Okay, well, he is a
Have you
graduate.
ever heard the Daryl Hall and John Oates song called "Out of Touch"?
We're out of touch. We're out of touch.
Yeah, it could have. I think I don't know Daryl Hall, but I know a person who knows a person who knows a person who knows Daryl
Yeah?
Hall. And probably Pat did some things with Daryl Hall.
Absolutely sang with him.
There he is. And I think he wrote that song about you.
Oh, really?
Out of Touch.
I'm a huge fan.
Philadelphia.
Oh
boy.
no, it's sure. Yeah.
Oh, God. The song She's Gone is an absolute classic.
Almost not a hit. Was nobody liked it first time out. Then they put
That's
out
correct.
Sarah Smile, and then they went back and got She's Gone. There it is. I'm big Hall and Oates
It's
fan.
unbelievable.
Las Vegas turnaround, great song.
Oh, I love that song.
Great
but-
song.
but
Nobody's
you're-
talking to you, Pat.
Abandoned luncheonette chick.
The larger point here is that you think I'm out of touch.
No,
we know.
No, I'm just reporting. You are out of touch.
Well,
What do they think? $300 for those seats at SoFi?
So
yeah, that's how much it is to park.
I Googled it. You were able to find certain tickets for around 300. Guess how much the average ticket was?
How much?
$1,400.
I was going to say $1,700.
yikes. That seems a little steep.
Once again, you got your TV, you got your pisser, you got your fridge, you got a dog or two.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
You know,
Why
by the
get
way,
up and go?
We do have an interesting story in the news about urinals. And I know that I know what you're thinking. I mean, last week we had the story about the scientists and designers who developed the best shape for a urinal.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the one we're using. So in the future, you may see a different shape urinal. But this involves something at the Consumer Electronics Show, and absolutely amazing thing about these urinals.
Yeah?
Wait till you hear this.
The things that fascinate you.
No, Christy, it's not the main part of the story. It's the last line of the story. I want you to read it to yourself, and you're going to go, that's fairly...
I just read the headline and went, I don't
no,
care.
read the last line.
Why don't they have like some sort of subtle, not intrusive, but subtle suction device or something with not a form-fitting nozzle,
Right.
but just a comfortable fitting nozzle.
Yeah.
That you put your business in there, you take a leak, and you leave, and there's no drippage.
Yes, I would imagine the passing on of various germs.
Well, no, I said it wasn't
Right. It's
tight. It accommodates everyone.
Well, wait till you hear this. So this is fascinating. It
Yeah, you
involves,
don't understand the story, Kristen?
Oh, I understand it, but it's
Read the last line.
the device can also.
Not out loud.
Well,
I want to surprise everybody.
Did he not just say read the last line?
No.
You'll have to forgive Christy. She thought she was on a radio show.
He'll read it here pretty soon, so no worries.
My favorite story today is he gave me a story, the top 5 sex myths we still think are true.
Oh, I love stuff like this.
He only gave me 2.
Well, there's a reason.
Oh, the other 3 aren't that exciting?
They're a little bit.
Okay, then you should have just said
delicate.
some of the top sex myths.
Well, I edited it after I forgot to edit the headlines.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Oh, that's cool. That stuff like that's always fun.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting.
And then we have
Kind of goes with the other story.
yesterday. You got your guitar out there, Pat?
I do indeed.
We had a couple stories yesterday involving airlines. One of them, as I recall, a guy was flying from JFK to India. And
Is that direct? That's direct, right?
Oh, yeah.
Got to be direct.
Sure.
Gotta fly
New
direct.
Delhi? Yeah.
Was he flying? Yeah. And the point
Put
is,
a deli in your belly.
he was a major executive at a large American bank.
Yeah.
And he apparently got heavily intoxicated and urinated on one of the fellow passengers in business class.
A lady.
You'd expect this in coach. But, so he's apparently peeing all over this woman. And the authorities had to be called, and he's been fired, et cetera, et cetera. We had that. And then we also had the story about the lady who was trying to smuggle a snake onto a plane in her hand luggage or carry-on
The
bag.
boa constrictor.
You know, I've been drunk, and maybe Pat can back me up on this. I set some records. But I had no idea what blacking out was. I thought it was passing out. No, blacking out is you're up and around doing stuff.
And you forget what
But you don't know what you're doing. That's blacking out.
I don't want to throw any names out here, but I do know someone who on a regular basis would get up, open a drawer, pee in it, and then close the drawer.
I was just going to say, I have never not known where I'm peeing, even when I was blacked out.
Oh, and I had someone in my life that did that.
No?
No, yeah, I've done it a couple times.
Chick.
Yeah.
But I thought you have a famous airline intoxication tribute, do you not?
About this guy you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also the snake story. We added both stories.
Yeah, the way you said it was, what did she call it?
Her emotional support boa constrictor.
Oh, God.
Is it any wonder my daughter just couldn't take being on plane flight attendant anymore?
No, not
and
at all.
She's working for the airline in different capacity now. It's Thunderdome on those planes. I'm telling you, anything goes, man.
So I've updated my Talking Heads tribute. Here we go. Bank executive drunk in the seat. Took off his shoes, rubbed his smelly feet. Talked to a lady incoherently. Got pissed off, started to pee. He's a psycho flyer. What the hey? He's fa nuts. Cops came and took him away. No, he's insane. TSA found a snake in her bag. A big old boa with no jet lag. She said the snake was for emotional pain. Movie on the flight is not snakes on a plane. She's a psycho flyer. What the heck? She's nuts. TSA took the snake away. Oh, she's insane.
Yeah, this is why your daughter stopped being a flight attendant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snakes, the drunks, the peeing on other people.
She had the snake in a bag?
Yeah, carry-on bag,
Oh,
yeah.
Not like one of those things you ship posters in?
No. That'd be funny.
Fair question.
The poster
You
tube.
think the snake was laying there in the bag thinking, I wonder what this bag's made of? Oh, God, it's people! or me, or pick any...
Right now, it's quiz time. Christy Lee, your sleep number setting is what?
40.
That's a soft mattress. Chick McGee.
100, the firm mattress, Tom. That's the way I roll or lay there.
Your mattress on either side, a touch of the button, and you could take that 40 up to 100 and vice versa. It's either side of the bed. I should point out, either side of the bed has its own setting. And once again, at the touch of a button, you check the firmness of your mattress and have it the way you want it. And sleep, very, very important. The folks at Sleep Number know that. And they've been doing lots of research about sleep and the importance of it and what you should do. Maybe make a resolution this year to get more sleep, and it'll make everything about your life a lot better. Lots of stuff you want to know about, and Sleep Number can help you with your sleep. So choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Every day you need proven quality sleep every night. So how do you do it? Well, you check out Sleep Number's lowest prices of the season. This is very helpful. The Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is just $8.99. That's a savings of $200 right now. You'll only find Sleep Number beds at Sleep Number stores. And to find them, go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. So make great sleep your number one goal. Sleep Number has a variety of great beds with all kinds of interesting things going on to help you sleep better at night, involving things like your body temperature, et cetera, et cetera. Get the details. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we have some world records. We have a thing about, I didn't realize this thing about eating Christmas trees was taking off. This seems like a terrible idea. We'll let you know how terrible it is.
And Georgia won the national championship in NCAA football last night, 65-7 over TCU, and Mattress Mack had TCU. There are pictures online of Mattress Mack awaiting the outcome, and I'll tell you all about that.
Did he have 70 points?
He's probably sad he did not have TCU plus the 59.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
he did not.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
There you are. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for tuning in to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Tuesday. It's January 10th. Comedian Kostaki Economopolis going to be joining us this morning as we look back on what was the NFL regular season, getting ready for the upcoming wild card playoffs this weekend. And Kostaki will have it all covered. All Pro Lines on Facebook if you'd like to find out more about that man and what he does. Kostaki Economopolis, the biggest name in comedy, our NFL correspondent, on his way to the Super Bowl to cover it for the Bob and Tom Show. Also probably ecstatic as his Georgia Bulldogs won back-to-back national championships. College football last night, they dismantled TCU 65-7. The final score. Chick McGee with all the details right there from the sports desk all morning long, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things that you just may have missed. The latest in a relentless string of California storms is swamping roads, battering coastlines with high surf, turning rivers into gushing flood zones and forcing the evacuation of thousands in towns with histories of deadly mudslides. 14 people have died since the storms began last week, including 2 killed by falling trees. Forecasters expect the rain to continue through Tuesday after dumping up to 14 inches at higher elevations in central and southern California. The storm Monday prompted evacuation orders for 10,000 people along the central California coast, including the entire town of Montecito, home to Prince Harry and other celebrities, which saw 23 people killed in a mudslide 5 years ago. Stock markets mixed ahead of a U.S. inflation update that traders hope will encourage the Federal Reserve to ease off of plans for more interest rate hikes. Shanghai and Tokyo rose. Hong Kong, Sydney retreated. Oil prices declined. Traders worry the Fed and other central banks that have hiked rates aggressively to cool inflation that's at multi-decade highs might be willing to tip the global economy into a recession. They hope Thursday's report on U.S. consumer prices will show inflation abating, reducing the need to slow economic activity any further. Warnings also coming for what look to be a lackluster corporate profits when reporting season begins Friday as companies contend with higher labor and other costs. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Maybe if you would sing it like we could understand it.
You know what I just remembered? There are people listening.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I wonder if we should.
No, you're wrong. There were.
Are we?
Maybe we should do the show for others.
Are we counting Shook Me All Night Long?
We really are just sitting.
Yeah.
We're at lunch right now.
I thought we were catching up. I was having fun.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, the Amish answering machine.
Hello, Graber. Are you there?
Hello, this is Graber. I cannot come to the door right now. I'm picking out my wardrobe for tomorrow. Please leave a message when I yell the word beep. Beep!
Graber, this is Carl. Listen, I have front row seats to a barn raising. Please get back to me. Goodbye.
The Amish Bell answering machine. Batteries, tape, electricity not included.
Graber, listen, I know you're in there. Pick up.
I said beep!
All right. Get back to me. Goodbye.
Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
I said beep.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bug, some like Schmitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
I am Chick, and here is Tom.
Well, yesterday on the program,
Yes.
Where we went wrong was
major error.
What happened?
Oh, no.
We neglected to present the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Oh,
man, the uproar.
Thus,
oh, really?
oh, yeah,
Is that right?
Oh, the overnights. We were waiting all day. What happened to the Ace Cosby joke? So the way to remedy that, of course, is to do at least 2 jokes today featuring Ace Cosby. So I suppose we should just get right to it to mend the problem that we.
Yeah,
created
let me
yesterday.
let me get to my headphone volume. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What's the vampire's favorite store?
What?
Forever 21.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
They don't really age.
Yeah.
Depending on when they're bitten.
Right.
Oh, that's where they freeze?
Yeah, you want to be bitten young.
Okay. Makes for better, more romantic movies.
Yes.
So if you're a vampire and you're bit when you're like 45, you're like having like a bad back day or something, you got like a tweak back there. Do you have that tweak for the rest of your vampire?
No, that's why the vampirism cures the tweak. Yeah.
Yeah, and you look at the world with your vampire eyes. Oh, yeah. It's something else to be a vampire. There are many benefits. Many
There really
benefits. I mean, you can live on a rat blood, right? In the Interview with the Vampire, Brad Pitt doesn't really want to kill anybody, but as I remember, I think he kills a lot of rats and eats their blood, I think.
Yeah, you can. It's not ideal, but yeah.
What about regular food?
I mean, if you look, you can eat it, but sometimes it'll make you sick, depending on what vampire movie you're in.
Don't want any garlic.
Can't get the shrimp.
Can't eat Italian.
Can't get the shrimp scampi.
That's right.
There's a fine Dracula, relatively new series on Netflix, Dracula, by the guys who wrote Sherlock, with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman. Anyway, the new Dracula stars Claes Bang as Dracula, and he's very good.
Does he eat?
No, he does not eat, other than blood. And he's a charming cuss.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Vampires are very charming.
Do they smoke?
Do they what?
Some good.
Smoke.
That's
They
a
go
good
outside.
question.
If they want.
I'm trying to picture any of the vampire movies I've seen if one is smoking at any time.
My girl doesn't like the smell, so I switched to a jewel.
Well, you sound just like the guy in What We Do in the Shadows.
Thank you very much.
That's very good.
Trained myself for that.
Man, that's a great show. You ever
normally
watch that?
they can't go out in daylight, but on like Vampire Diaries, they have these rings that are spelled by witches, and they can go out.
Huh.
Well, that certainly opens up a whole possibility.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I love it when they change the rules. you can't do this. Oh, well, okay. It's like those superhero movies. Time now to check in with Mr. Chick McGee. Oh, I do have a surprise for you coming up.
Oh, good.
Very excited about.
For everybody, or me, or Christy?
It's for everybody, but it features Chick McGee.
Oh.
All right.
I think you're going to like it. It's
Stetson Bennett. They call him the Hat.
Yeah. Here comes the hat.
No, actually, they call him the mailman. There were people waving envelopes in the crowd last night.
Huh.
But I always think of Karl Malone as the mailman.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
his glistening and ebony body flying through the air. I mean,
delivering.
Well, usually
the
when
mail.
fans are waving envelopes at sports stars, it's, paternity suits. And,
Divorce papers.
alimony.
Certainly. There's that. Realities. Raises its ugly head. Stetson Bennett throws 2 touchdown passes and ran for 2 in the first half as number 1 Georgia demolishes number 3 TCU, the Horned Frogs, 65-7 to become the first team to win consecutive college football playoff national championships. The first team to win consecutive championships since Alabama did it, I think, in 11 and 12 or something, but we didn't have the playoffs then. The Bulldogs become the first repeat champs. I just said that since Alabama 10 years ago. And now we go to 12 teams, Tom. Are you ready? Are you ready for the 12 teams?
Right.
Because people have been complaining there are only 4 now. What about 5 and 6? They should have been in. Alabama should have been in this. Well, next year Alabama will be in because there'll be 12 teams. But then next year, what we'll be talking about? The 13th and 14th team. Why aren't they in?
Right.
Why aren't they in? So... Yeah, you see the problem.
Aren't they talking about expanding the NCAA men's
For
college
everybody.
basketball
They've talked
tournament
about that.
Essentially to everyone?
To everybody who has Division I basketball, yeah. And I don't know why they don't do that. I think they should. I mean, it only has like 2 weekends, I think, or something like that.
And a lot more money.
And a lot lot more money. Once again, Captain Reality says hello.
Oh, I don't think that's a bad thing.
No,
why
certainly not.
Yeah.
No, that's I think
Good
money.
for everybody.
I think people generally like money.
They
isn't
do.
that? Isn't that? I mean,
For the
people.
most part,
why
I
do they
like
go to
money
work?
because it lets me buy stuff. And stuff is the only thing better than money.
Here's the thing. I would come here and spend time with you fine people if I wasn't being paid. You know that.
Uh-huh.
I enjoy this job that much.
Good.
After all these years, oh, man. Yeah.
Sometimes you come in on a Saturday or a Sunday, don't you?
And just wistfully look at your chairs and go, where's everybody?
If only they were here.
It'll be okay tomorrow morning. Tom will think I'm stupid, and it'll be so fun. But anyway, and Reggie Bush. Sorry, Christy. Who's Heisman Trophy victor. Oh,
I don't know Reggie Bush.
Well, there's Bush, and apparently you don't know Bush either. So, your thoughts, Tom?
Reggie, I'm sorry, what is he doing?
He's in the College Football Hall of Fame, Tom. He made the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
That's good.
You're probably wondering, didn't they take Reggie Bush's Heisman Trophy away? Mm-hmm. An agent and his family and nice houses and cars? Yes would be the answer to that, but he's in the Hall of Fame. I'm really, really confused. Reggie Bush, Heisman Trophy victory for USC back in 2005, later vacated because of NCAA violations, is among 18 players in the latest College Football Hall of Fame class. Florida quarterback Tim Tebow. You like Tebow, right? You like him. He's fun. He does commercials now for Verbo. Did you know that?
No.
I kind of like Tebow for Verbo.
Oh,
Vacation rentals by owner, Verbo.
Sure.
I'm Tebow for Verbo.
Makes sense.
Why
Maybe
not?
he should do something for a car that's a turbo.
He could do a turbo. He could drive up in a Verbo, at a Verbo with his turbo. I'm Tim
Maybe he could be
Tebow.
wearing a turban.
And he could
That
take it
doesn't
off.
rhyme.
It's also kind of not his thing.
No.
A turban?
What the hell?
That's all right. Anybody can wear a turban, right?
Seek and you shall find.
No, I don't think you can anymore, Josh.
Oh, I better sell mine.
And he could pick up homeless people along
Do you think
the
they
way.
have
He could pick up a hobo in a turbo.
Is it okay to wear
sorry,
like a
I
fake
thought we were doing that.
like a fake turban?
Is it okay to wear a fake one?
Like a pre-rolled.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It would be the clip-on tie of turbans.
The clip-on tie of
You
turbans.
just kind of sit it on your head.
I don't know. When you're for the man in a hurry?
Because I'm sure when they would make those movies, back in the day, where
Just
they
go ahead and slip that on.
I'm sure those were slip-on turbans.
They must have been. You're right.
Yeah.
Some guy on site that knew how to do that. That's pretty tricky, I imagine.
Well, and I have a feeling, like Lawrence of Arabia, is that the kind of movie you're talking about?
Yeah.
They weren't too worried about authenticity with those movies.
You think?
When you got a guy with blue eyes playing Lawrence of Arabia, you're not too worried about how the turban is ripped.
Well, he's T.E. Lawrence.
Yeah, D.H. Lawrence, right?
How dare you? When they got
T.E. Lawrence?
when they got a straight guy playing him, that creates a problem.
Well,
Historically,
I guess.
Okay.
We've done this with Rondo and Hondo and who? Bobo.
So you want to get back to
Well, no,
Tebow?
I thought we were doing that with
Then
Verbo
we
and
will.
Turbo's, and then you say turban
Something
for
else.
some reason, and you really derailed everybody.
Yes.
Apologize and mean it.
I'm sorry. Could we get back
You
to
think
Tebow?
Keith Urban has ever worn a turban?
See, that's fun. This is a good
See,
time.
now we're on something else. Now you can
that's
say
an
go
urban
back to
myth,
Tim
actually.
Tebow now.
Oh, is that that's what, Pat?
That's an urban myth, actually, yeah.
And he used to drive a compact, but the turban would touch the top. So now Urban in the turban, he's in a Suburban.
Yeah.
It just makes things easier.
yeah.
Drinking,
Very good,
drinking bourbon in the suburban.
Is he really?
Oh, he had an
You
issue.
shouldn't be doing that.
Does Keith Urban have an album out there called Urban Legend? What is he doing? If he doesn't.
Anyway, Reggie Bush is going in. Dwight Freeney,
All right.
College Football
He's a
Hall of Fame.
sweetie.
I mean,
He is
Reggie
a
Bush
sweetie.
is a
He is a
great player.
sweetie.
The fact that there were some anomalies
Go
with
on.
respect to getting into the college of his choice. I don't think. I mean, OJ's in the NFL Hall
I'm
of Fame,
just
isn't he?
saying. Luke Kuechly, Boston College.
But God forbid Pete Rose would be in the Hall of Fame.
Was I talking?
sorry.
I didn't recognize my voice. I'm wearing headphones.
Do you want to hear your voice and doing something fun?
Is this the treat you have for me?
This is I'm so excited about this.
Really?
We occasionally do something we call Live Day, where we bring a bunch of bands in, and we would do. Sometimes we would even do the commercials live. But it's important to understand this is live as it's happening.
All right.
The following message, and a chick was handed a script. And you'll see that he does
Back in the days when I could read.
Does a very fine job.
Here we go.
And nails it. The timing is great. We had the singers. This is all live.
Am I dying? Far more earlier. Am I dead right now? Maybe that's the answer.
There was some question as to whether or not we would get any of these out. But I want you to hear what happened. This doesn't really derail too much. I think you'll enjoy it.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, I'm Harry Kalanick Jr. for the new high-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. The power breakfast of the 90s. The bottom line on Sphincter Blast, it's the highest fiber cereal known to man. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Rectify your problems with a bowl of this delicious cereal. Regular flavor or new cornflakes. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, snap, crackle, plop. Tell him Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Hey. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Nailed it. Thank you very much. Live as it happened, the
right.
singers, everybody timed
I think
it
that
out.
had a little bit more to do with Steve Ali knowing when I was going to finish, I think, than me knowing when
Steve on the piano. Great stuff. Thank you very much.
Anyway, yeah, it's the latest in a long line of losses for sports bettor extraordinaire Mattress Mack. He'd been on a recent hot streak with Kansas winning in March Madness, the NCAA basketball tournament. That got him started. Then he had the Astros in the World Series, an historic payday. He won $75 million this past November. We had that story. But however, of course, he had TCU last night and $1.5 million on TCU. He lost $4 million last night on total bets on TCU, $4 million.
Sorry, he just pulls out of his pocket and said, "Here, take."
Yeah, because he won how much? $75 million? Is that
$75 million.
Gosh.
Last November when the Astros won.
Now, does he get to write that off as a loss?
I don't know how that would work. That would be a tricky question for an accountant or the IRS.
Right, because he ties this in with marketing for his store.
Yeah.
It's like if he wins, you win kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
But I don't know what the tax implications.
Right.
That's. I imagine he's got some pretty good advisors because it's very public out there when you win $75 million.
And they have pictures of him sitting watching the game in a very nice skybox, and he looks like the saddest person in. Of course, I guess you would be, right?
Well, if you
he's
lost
also
$4
like
million
88 or something, isn't he?
Oh, he's 100 and dead. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what his age is.
Do you have a picture of him?
But he's up there.
Is he sitting with Tim Tebow?
No, why do you ask?
Well, now, which way are we going to go with this? Are we going to go with Tim Tebow, or are we?
Because he was with Tim Tebow, I could go home and I missed it. I could watch it on my TiVo.
Yeah, Tebow and TiVo's very good.
That's the way to go.
Yeah,
he was doing commentary with Steve-O.
Really? I like Steve-O.
There he is sitting there sad. He's sad. Very, very sad.
I think at his age, if it's past 4:30 p.m., that's just the way you look if you're out in public. There's not a lot he can do.
Really, punk? Is that right?
I'm not trying to be the man. Let him. He should be chilling out somewhere. Let him hang out. Don't take him to the game. He should be at home with the pisser and the puppies.
Oh man, that's exactly right. I love the pisser and the puppies. But the one thing that people aren't talking about last night is we have to get this stopped. Kirby Smart is the latest college and NFL coaches wearing visors. We have to stop this. Coaches can't wear visors anymore.
Why?
I'm fine if it's like that neon plastic.
Oh, yes. Remember those?
Little tiny little lights. Did you have a visor phase?
Oh, yeah. You know what I had? I had the backwards upside down.
That's
visor.
brutal, man.
It was the coolest look when I was a kid.
Remember the ones that were around when we were younger, Chick, that were like see-through, but they have like color to them?
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
I have my visor right here.
Yeah, you wear it every morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, but there's a picture out there of me in a visor, and that's why. Do you guys remember this picture?
I don't know.
Maybe you don't. Can you pick me out in this picture? That's why this has to stop. This visor. And Kirby Smart's only ruining. Wear a whole hat, okay?
You know that looks like a special day out for you.
Oh, it's something else.
Can we post that?
Yeah, I thought we did at one time before, but boy,
I like this visor because the bright lights in this room. I will often wear this when I'm in here.
That picture of you makes me want to spend $19 a month somewhere. You know.
Oh, wow.
Are you trying to say I look slow? Is that what you're trying to say?
Just saying.
Is that the comedy road you've chosen to drive down?
You've never looked better, Chick McGee, than you do right now.
There are so many insults you could throw at this picture, but yours is my mental capacity. Is that what you're landing on?
Just saying sometimes physical capacity is judged by mental capacity.
He's having the time of his life.
I'm not sure I get
great
this.
time.
What's the $19 a month for?
Just saying he looks like he's in need of some sort of charity.
You know, like you give some charities.
So for $19 a month, we can
we can take care of that kid.
I didn't think I was in the Sudan, but okay, I guess.
No.
That's nice.
I'm trying to save you. I know.
I don't
very much.
I think you do.
Coming up in sports, want to give me the teaser?
Well, Josh will be leaving, and we'll have Rob Gronkowski, one of your favorite players, Tom. He's making headlines. We'll talk about
He's
what
coming
Rob's
back?
doing. No.
Oh,
No,
come
thankfully.
on. Right now, I want to remind you that it's time to say Happy New Year still, and Happy New Year would be an even better year if you could save some cash in 2020. That's where HelloFresh comes in. Take control of the clock and take control of your budget with delicious recipes delivered to you. The thing about HelloFresh is they don't just send you the recipe. They send you the food. They do the shopping for you. They do the measuring for you. And they've got some cool new stuff. Fast and fresh recipes like falafel bowls or Southwest pork and bean burritos ready in just 15 minutes. Once again, they've done the shopping. They've done the measuring. And every week, more than 35 delightful entrees to choose from. Cozy up with all this great winter warming stuff. Eating well, top of mind this month, and get top quality with HelloFresh. The produce travels from the farm to your door in less than 7 days, so you know it's fresh. Now, Willie, what's the latest you've been working on over there?
Yeah, check out the pork carnitas tacos with pickled onion and Monterey Jack cheese. HelloFresh is going to send you 14 ingredients. You put these together in 6 easy steps, and in 45 minutes, you have this delicious, colorful taco dish that you made at home with help from our friends at HelloFresh.
HelloFresh frees up your time because they've done the shopping. They've done the measuring. Pre-portioned ingredients is how we like to put it. And here's their best offer ever. Welcome to 2023. And let's remember the number 22. Why? Because 22 free meals are at stake here, plus free shipping if you use the code BTShow22 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. Once again, BTShow22, HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. More sports coming up. Also, a new club is out there. It involves beans. That's right. The Bean Club.
Oh, the musical fruit?
The more you eat, the more you do.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is...
It's Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, cigarettes. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real question.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
And a congratulations and shout out to Robert Hatton from Cincinnati, Ohio, our final winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max, winning week 18 of the regular season. Robert got 15 out of 16 correct this week. It was a two-way tie for first place. Robert beat all the tiebreakers. Congratulations, Robert. He'll be joining us later this week, Thursday, I believe, as Chick McGee picks the upcoming NFL playoffs. And Robert will have a hand in that, where he gets to pick against Chick McGee as a result of being a winner of Week 18 and also scoring that big green egg mini max. Thanks to everyone who participated. Hope you had a lot of fun. I know we did on our end, and I know a lot of folks very happy with their big green egg mini max. Thanks to the folks at the Big Green Egg for sponsoring our contest. And again, it was a lot of fun, and it's all about winning. And Robert Hatton, the big winner in Week 18, scoring that big green egg mini max. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden, Mexican President Andre Manuel Lopez Obrador, and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau are meeting in Mexico City for a series of talks on migration, trade, and climate change today. The three leaders are trying to mend tensions that have divided the continent. The gathering of North American countries is held most years and is often called the Three Amigos Summit. The latest in a relentless string of California storms is swamping roads, battering coastlines with high surf, turning rivers into gushing flood zones, and forcing the evacuation of thousands in towns with histories of deadly mudslides. Forecasters expect the rain to continue through today, dumping up to 14 inches at higher elevations in central and southern California. The storm yesterday prompted evacuation orders for 10,000 people along the central California coast, including the entire town of Montecito, home to many celebrities. And thousands of nurses have gone on strike at two of New York City's major hospitals. The walkout began yesterday after contract negotiations stalled over staffing and salaries, nearly 3 years into the coronavirus pandemic. As many as 3,500 nurses at Montefiore Medical Center in the Bronx and 3,600 at Mount Sinai Hospital in Manhattan are off the job. The privately owned nonprofit hospitals are postponing non-emergency surgeries, diverting ambulances to other medical centers, and pulling in temporary staffers. No word on when contract talks will resume. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Biker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
The bass player's wife was in the kitchen doing dishes, and she's listening to her son play with his trains out in the living room. And she hears him out there playing, and she hears him say, all right, all you a-holes, get off the train. And the rest of you a-holes, get on the train and put your luggage under the seat. Well, she runs out there, and she says, we don't talk like that in this house. Go to your room. So she leaves him in his room for 2 hours.
Ooh.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
So she brings him out, and he says, can I play with my trains again? And she says, well, okay, have you learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen, and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice day with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow.
Q95, pay attention.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy is at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. And there's Tom Griswold. Can we get that picture off there, please? Thank you.
I really do like it. It looks like you're having a good time.
It's me in a visor about 100 pounds ago.
Yeah, but as Willie pointed out, the hair is just stellar.
Yeah, you had some hair, dude.
Chick, I think that's why these coaches wear the visors. Because
For the hair?
in most cases, they've got a great head of hair up there, which makes it so much funnier that my dad chooses to wear a visor every morning in here. Like he's trying to show off the light on his pate.
No, it's it gets.
Yeah,
too
I guess they
hot
really don't make sense for a bald guy to wear a visor.
And they have those funny visors with the hair, the fake hair. Have you seen
Right.
those?
Those are funny, aren't they?
Yeah, good time.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think visors, if you think about it, are probably for people with a lot of hair, and if they wear, their head gets too hot, but they don't want sun in their eyes. But a bald guy would wear a hat to keep the sun off his top of his head, and a visor would defeat the entire process.
I wear a visor in here because of these bright lights.
Yes, because a hat just doesn't shield your eyes.
They bother my eyes.
Well, you're coming from the casino, too.
Just wear a hat, will you?
Well, I don't wear the visor on the air.
Now,
why not?
Wear whatever you want.
Why is that?
Why did dealers wear visors? What was that all about?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
So they're not hiding any cards under their hat. It would keep the lights out of their eyes, and they're also not hiding.
And do they wear those bands around their upper
Like a
arms
garter?
when they have their long sleeves on, so they know that they're not hiding cards up their sleeves?
Yeah, they're not pulling anything.
Is that right?
Oh, could be. You got me.
I thought that what would stop cheating was getting your hand beaten with a hammer.
Yeah. Well, they eventually figured, hey, that works pretty well.
Yeah, that works. We don't
You
need
can have the
garters.
saw or the hammer.
We don't need the bicep garter anymore.
Elsewhere in sports, we had a big Kostaki Economopolis, Georgia graduate, will be our guest later today. He was in attendance at the game.
Is there any way we can wake him up right now?
Oh, he's probably been asleep for an hour. We'll talk to him in a little more.
So he's got an hour. Wake it up, Greek boy. Let's go.
I think it's going to be pretty rough as it is.
Anyway, in case you missed it, Georgia demolished TCU last night, 65-7 at SoFi Stadium, where they had rain on the field and blood on the plow and all sorts of stuff. Apparently raining like crazy in Southern California. And SoFi Stadium has a roof, yes, but it's open air, much like...
It's like a canopy.
Thank you, Ace. So there was rain on the field, and people were upset because they don't like rain in Southern California, Tom.
Well, they need it. They should like it.
7-year drought.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. And great news yesterday from Orchard Park. Doctors who treated Demar Hamlin say the Bills' safety moved to a hospital in Buffalo yesterday to continue his recovery, an uplifting sign of the remarkable progress he continues to make just a week after going into cardiac arrest on the field in that game in Cincinnati last Monday night.
I don't mean to anger you.
Oh, okay.
Do you think he drove or flew? Because with heart issues, sometimes you shouldn't fly.
I would
right?
think
I would think they flew him.
No, but I would think he would have. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think.
What about the pressurization?
Yeah, I don't know.
I suck the air out of the cabin. What about that?
I don't think that matters.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard
the concussions. It does, I think. Right.
I don't know.
I thought anything with any blood vessels and stuff would. I would think that. Yeah, but
pregnant women can't fly because the baby will
pop out.
Yeah. Is that what happens?
That's exactly right.
Well, the lucky ones.
That pressure just boom. There they
Fine
go.
with a bag of chips.
Yeah.
After certain types of eye surgery, I know you can't fly because they put a bubble in your eye. And
I'm going to put a bubble in your eye.
I've been there, but I don't know. It's a fair question. I would imagine they flew him private with proper medical staff. Who knows?
Yeah.
How far a drive is that?
It's like a 9-hour drive. It's a healthy drive.
Cincinnati to Buffalo? Yeah, that'd be...
and an ambulance. That's,
Yeah, you catch all
you
the
get to lay down.
That's why they did it in the Gumball Rally, the race across the United States.
Right. That's where I go
There
for my
wasn't a
medical,
race.
They went in an ambulance. They went in an ambulance, catch all the lights.
Sure.
New York to L.A., just under 4 hours, Tom. That's the record.
Okay.
Michael Sarrazin, Tim McIntyre, great movie. Gumball Rally. Rob Gronkowski, Tom, will be back on the football field for the Super Bowl. The 4-time All-Pro tight end will attempt to make a field goal in Arizona on February 12th. This entire story is as if Tom wrote the entire
This is
plot.
fun. What's the point?
During a live Super Bowl television commercial for FanDuel. Good morning, fellas. Hi, I'm Chick McGee. How are you, FanDuel? Love you. It'll be a high-stakes kick for Gronkowski, a 4-time Super Bowl champion with the Patriots and the Buccaneers. Used to performing under pressure, anyone who places a Super Bowl bet of $5 or more on FanDuel will win a share of $10 million in free bets if Gronk makes the field goal.
Fun.
So there you go.
Wow.
Indeed.
Does he have any experience kicking at all?
Other than he's a natural athlete, and I would think he can kick pretty well, and he's probably going to practice a little bit.
Soccer style or straight on?
I don't know. I would think soccer style. I don't think that is even a valid question.
I don't think there's
anymore.
a third style, Gronk style.
Oh.
You could drop kick it.
Yeah.
Shotguns of beer before he kicks it.
Yes.
Have you ever seen? When I was a kid, I could successfully drop kick every now and then, and it's really exhilarating.
It's so fun.
Didn't someone just do it?
Not just. Flutie did it in a game when he played for the Bears, I think.
Okay, I thought someone did it a couple weeks ago.
Okay, for those of us who aren't familiar with the drop kick, is that like a punt?
No. You've got to let the ball, for an instant, the ball, as you drop it end to end, okay?
Okay.
So you drop it, and as it hits the ground, the end hits the ground, and then you kick it.
Oh.
So
it
imagine,
bounces back
ideally, in the split second that the ball is straight up and down on the ground, that's when you kick it.
We used to do it as kids, but with Nerf.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still real fun. I mean, it would go so far.
Chick, did you remember that fun day in between two-a-days and football practices where the coach goes, hey, let's see if anybody can kick. And then you realize, this is actually very hard.
Oh, it's crazy hard. Even our kicker couldn't do it, yeah.
People are falling over. Such a fun day.
Yeah, let's see.
Are you looking up when they last drop kicked?
Yeah, I think...
I know Flutie did in a game because I think Chris Berman bet him he'd do it or something. Berman had something.
Giants punter Jamie Gillen uses little-known rule to try to salvage missed punt versus the Eagles last month.
And he drop kicked it?
I forget. I thought he did. I'm not sure. I'll have to do my homework here. Sorry. I thought I'd seen that. But let's
I think he's the guy who ran toward the sideline for his life. And anyway, one more sports story. Yes, it's a world record coming up. So
okay, and also coming up in the news, we have marijuana and the Boy Scouts. An interesting.
Oh yeah,
it's not a new merit badge. We have
trying to sell more popcorn. Huh?
We have urine scan, a new thing, and then do you like those star-shaped pastinas from Ronzoni?
I'm not familiar.
Not familiar with them.
You got any of those, Ace? You better hoard them.
Never.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If you like those.
Is that something you use quite frequently?
Just step. It's the kids love stuff like that.
Huh.
But you'll see what's going on with Ronzini when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661.
Well, I was born in a small town and live in a small town. Papa died in a small town. Oh, the small communities. And all my friends, it's a small town. My parents live in the same small town. My job is a small town. Provides a little opportunity. Educated in a small town. Taught to fear Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town. Another woman, no money, that's me. But I seen it out in a small town. Had myself a ball in a small town. Married an LA doll and brought her to this small town. That small town is like me. No, I cannot forget from where it is that I come from. Nothing against a big town. Man, it's still hayseed enough to say, look who's in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town. Probably die in a small town. Oh, that's probably where the bury me.
So everybody knows, you know, what you're getting, you know. But I'm a stepfather, too. Which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you know, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You know, you're not like my real dad. You know, that's right. You can find me. Yeah. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories, you know.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Jim, we mentioned you are a tall man.
Yes.
6'6", 6'6". Are you a single guy or married guy?
I just got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
How's that going?
First timer?
Yeah, first timer.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm learning, you know, very slowly. I'm learning, you know, when women get married, they take the guy's name, and I'm learning that us guys are also my married name is somebody. Somebody's got to take the trash out. At first, I was like, is she talking to somebody else? Is there somebody else here?
Somebody.
Shouldn't we be on a first-name basis by now?
Well, someone's going to have to go to the hardware store, and somebody's going to have to put this table together.
The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. Do you ever take your pants off on stage, Greg?
No.
Good call.
I used to do that on what's it called? Casual Friday when I had a job. And then they kicked me out. They let me keep my seat. My chair.
Don't you have people giving you tours of offices and things?
I never liked the tourist chick.
No.
You know that.
No, I know.
They walk around the office. They throw in a little small talk. Oh, this is Janice. She's hard to keep up with. Yeah, she's hard to look at. Let's keep walking. She's making me sick. This is Larry. He's an original. You got that right. I've never seen a toupee with dandruff. Get me out of here. Hey, Larry, your pants waterproof? That shirt's a real pisser. Hey, how are you? I'm the new guy. Hey. Nice shoes. What'd you bowl? Hey, Larry, I'm the new guy. That's a great suit. Do they make it for men? Hey, how are you?
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24.
Great show coming this summer.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee and her Wiccan amulet at the news desk.
Don't mess with me today.
She's doing something to her.
Casting spells over there?
Maybe.
She might be.
Oh, yeah, that is.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
It's actually an old coin, I think.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. There's Willie Griswold.
Old coin plus Eye of Newt. That's a terrible curse.
That's right. Boom. All of a sudden,
that's cool looking.
You're looking at world inside of a barrel.
What?
I'm Chick McGee, and I've got something for Josh, actually. Here's Tom.
A couple quick things, clarifications, and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, you were asking about the transportation from...
Demar Hamlin went from UC Medical Center to Buffalo yesterday. Went home.
Yeah, there was
still making amazing progress.
An air ambulance or whatever. They flew him there. Doing great, by the way, which is terrific news. And then the other thing we were talking about was the last drop kick in football. Doug Flutie famously, but there was sort of a flub. I knew I'd seen this last month. Jamie Gillen kind of did they're calling it the drop kick shin punt. But the one that Doug Flutie did famously was, that counted as a field goal, right?
Yeah, it counted as 3. Absolutely.
Yeah, this was sort of a flubbed snap, but it was just last month.
So I think Flutie would have to be recognized as the last successful drop
kick with respect to scoring points.
And the National Football League, yes.
But as you explained it to Christy, the ball hits the ground, then
I've never seen that before in my life.
And we're talking about this in reference to Gronk.
I could probably still do it a little bit. Well, anybody, you could try, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could successfully kick a field goal from any distance.
We were referencing Gronk because Gronk, retired from the NFL, is going to be trying a live commercial during the Super Bowl.
For FanDuel, where if he makes the field goal, people win bets.
Now, here's a stupid question.
Good.
Presumably, this will not be on the Super Bowl field.
Oh, I think it will be, but probably closer to halftime.
Yeah, it'll be
right before the halftime show, right after it, something like that.
Really?
I would.
Sure.
That'd be my guess.
It'll be
maybe even pregame.
And also, it's in Arizona, and Gronk went to college in Arizona. I think he's from there, so that would make sense. He'd be home.
It's cool. I mean, I think it's a fun idea.
It is fun.
Anything to keep the spectacle up and running. And you've said before, Chick, that the length of the halftime at the Super Bowl creates some problems for some of the players.
Sufferable.
They don't like to be sitting around that long.
Well, I think it's only 15 minutes or 12 minutes, a regular season game. It's not very long. And you actually just have time to, players have all said they go to the bathroom or whatever and back on the field.
Pep talk, and then they're right back out.
All right, fellas. I know we're down 38-3, but
I'm sure I've been told this, but who's the halftime show this year?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. Shakira? Does that sound right?
No,
not a few years ago.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it.
Well, you know whose birthday it is today?
Who?
It's one of Josh's favorite musical artists.
Oh.
Donald Fagen is...
Steely Dan?
From Steely Dan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rihanna is the halftime show.
Rihanna. Yeah. I knew it's...
I bet she brings an umbrella.
Happy birthday, Mr. Fagan. Maybe somebody will give you a note on key. Some sort of melody we can do something with.
What's wrong with Kid Charlemagne?
He's just a weirdo.
What?
I love Steely Dan. You stop.
You don't like Steely Dan?
No, I love Steely Dan. When Fagan gets in control, though, things get a little...
He sings
weird.
It's
always been sort of in control.
You ever heard his solo stuff?
Yeah, it's great.
I am the true.
I think I just got the goodbye.
It's all weird.
Goodbye look.
What are the most popular Steely Dan songs he sings on? Would I know any of them? Or?
He sings on virtually all of them except on the first album.
I love Steely Dan. I do. But
he doesn't sing on Dirty Work.
Have you ever heard Walk Between the Raindrops? Come on, Josh. That's a song.
I think if I remember correctly, I have a problem with it. I just don't remember what it is.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's just a bizarre guy.
Walk between the raindrops.
Well, just sing.
The drummer sang Brooklyn is the charmer. Dirty Work is David Palmer or somebody Palmer?
Yeah.
Dirty Work is such a great song.
I'm trying to think what other one he doesn't sing. In any event,
Brooklyn is the charmer over me, I think the title is, right?
He sings a bunch of great songs. And, of course, this one, which is the absolute greatest.
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes?
Oh, this is Steely Dan?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Kid Charlemagne.
I only know from the Kanye sample. That's great. That's cool.
It's about some.
It's
terrible. Manufactures LSD.
I mean, it might terrible. It might be an interesting story, but they don't know what they're doing.
We'll sing together. Is there gas in the car?
Is there gas in the car?
All right, so any words, any melody. That's what we're doing.
That's a melody.
Whatever.
That's the best.
Test tubes and the scale. Let's get them on out of here.
Well, Kid Charlemagne
It's anti-music.
That is a deep cut, I think, for Steely Dan.
No, it's a great song.
It's for nerds. Music nerds.
No, it's for people with taste, style, and elegance.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, there's
exactly
nothing.
I'm sure your favorite song.
Exactly
I bet I
right.
know what it is.
Deacon Blues.
Whatever it is, the guy's wearing a mask as he's singing. I can tell you that.
I think that Josh is a big fan, probably, of this one.
No.
You don't like Peg?
Everybody
You don't like Peg?
I don't like Peg. No. Listen to this.
What is wrong with you?
First off, the least sexy name on the planet you're going to write a song about?
No, it's about
Peg.
it's about a strap-on.
All right. If that's the case, then I'll have to give it a second listen.
Maybe he's short for Margaret and he couldn't.
Oh,
say
another
Margaret.
sexy name.
No, it's about a strap-on.
That's my
It's
sister's
not
name.
about a strap.
Yes, it is.
Then I
No,
take
it's
it back.
not.
If you know anything about
jeez.
Fagan and Becker, it probably started as being about a strap-on.
Absolutely.
The band's name is Steely Dan, and their
I
name
know,
Peg.
but
Hey, let's write a song about the lady in accounting. You know, Peg.
You like K-19, don't you? Josh, you like K-19 at least, right?
I don't know it just by name.
A19.
You
don't know that song?
Guys, not all of us know. You guys
Skate a
How about
little
this one,
lower.
Joshua?
I wasn't born when this stuff came out. Yeah, I love this.
This guitar sounds like it's on fire.
Reeling in the ears.
No, because this has a proper melody.
Is this Elliot Randall?
It doesn't do anything weird.
See,
Yeah, it is actually.
Skunk says it's him.
Oh.
I've heard Jeff Baxter say it's him. But I've also heard Elliot Randall say it's
Whoever
him.
it is,
Anything
it's
on
awesome.
Can't Buy a Thrill is fine with me. That whole thing, top to bottom, is a masterpiece.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Why are we talking about Steely Dan?
Because it's Donald Fagen's
Fagen's
birthday.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Donald. Is there cake on the counter? Yes, there's cake on the counter. We're just doing whatever we want, Donald.
No, is there gas in the car? You see,
I know. I
the
wasn't
guy's
having
running
fun
from
with the lyrics,
guy's
was I?
running.
People down the
I
hall
really
know who
thought
you
that-
are.
He's running from the police. You see.
That's true. That's great.
Okay.
Good. I'm running from the Donald Fagen concert.
Okay, fine.
You know, next time we play beautiful music, can we all just shut up, maybe listen to it for a little bit? Man, that was good.
Let us know when we play beautiful music. Well, we're dealing in the years, and
Ricky, don't lose that number.
yeah, I like it.
I don't care for Ricky. Never.
You
have.
don't?
I don't like that.
What'd Ricky do to you?
I don't know. Well, first of all,
He
it's
spells his name wrong.
2 Ks.
Yeah.
That is.
wrong.
It's not a woman. I thought it was a woman. Ricky, Rikki.
Ricky,
It is.
I thought it was a woman, too.
Yeah.
I thought it was a guy who spelled it. Did
No
not
guy
spell.
spells their name R-I-C-K.
I went to high school with a guy that spelled it
There you go.
R-I-K-K-I.
Really?
Yep.
I think in the Samoan culture, I think it's Ricky.
He was not Samoan.
I thought it was a drink.
What about Ricky Tikki Tavi? I think that was a
I think,
gentleman mongoose or whatever.
We'll be celebrating other birthdays when we get to that segment of our show, which this isn't, as you may have noticed. More sports coming up.
Yeah, we got world records. Well, one world record that's really kind of interesting, actually, sort of.
Also coming up, we have the Bean Club. Sex myths coming up.
Did you say the Bean Club?
The Bean Club. Louisville, Kentucky. It's a thing.
This is their mission statement.
First rule of Bean Club, you don't talk about Bean Club.
Don't talk about Bean Club.
Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by our friends at Raycon, the best earbuds.
You got to be listening to the Raycon earbuds when you're listening to the Bob and Tom Show. By now, you have to, right? A good pair of wireless earbuds is indispensable anytime, but especially coming up in 2023. Raycon's everyday earbuds, of course, look, feel, and sound better than ever with optimized gel tips that fit every ear ever made. So comfortable, and they will not come out of your ear. They will not budge. Plus, Raycons give you 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and they're priced just right. You get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. And we haven't even mentioned they have 3 customizable sound profiles. It's no wonder that Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now and get 15% off your Raycon order. Show us some love and get a great deal. That's buyraycon.com/Tom scores 15% off your Raycon purchase. Buy a pair for someone you like and a pair for yourself. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Also, coming up, we have the world's biggest worm.
Yeah.
And where do you hide out in your house? We're going to find out, because people do. We have some stats on that. Yeah, they're hiding out somewhere.
What do you mean, like a safe room?
They want to be.
A closet?
They want to be alone. We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, we're rolling through a Tuesday, but it's not too soon to start planning your weekend. And coming up this weekend, Pat Godwin and Willie Griswold on the road together at One Night Stands in Waterford, Michigan. That's Friday, January 13th, Saturday, January 14th. Check out patgodwin.com or Willie's Instagram at willie.griswold on Instagram for tickets and information about that show. Coming up this weekend, One Night Stands for 2 nights in Waterford, Michigan. Pat Godwin and Willie Griswold on the road. And our other friend, Jeff Oskey, going to be on the road this weekend as well. Saturday, January 14th at Yellow & Company in Mahomet, Illinois. That's on the way this Saturday night, one night only. Jeff Oskey at Yellow & Company at Jeff Oskey on Instagram. Check it out, won't you? Also on the way, Saturday, January 21st, the Friends of the Bob and Tom Show Tour with Greg Hahn, Josh Arnold, and Dave Dyer, the Meyer Theater in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Saturday, January 21st. Check them out at thatjosharnold.com for tickets and information on that show, or just contact the theater, Meyer Theater in Green Bay, Wisconsin, for tickets and information. One night only, Saturday, January 21st. I believe they take the stage around 8 p.m. It's going to be a great show and a lot of fun on a cool winter Saturday night in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Perfect planning, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Who will show up to the Golden Globes tonight? That's the big question. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association came under fire last year amid allegations of ethical and financial lapses and a lack of diversity in its membership. Michelle Williams, Judd Hirsch, Buzz Luhrmann, and Jamie Lee Curtis say they will attend. The Golden Globes are tonight on NBC. Keep an eye on the full moon. That's when Peter Gabriel will release a new song. He released a track last Friday, the first song from his upcoming album, I/O. Gabriel plans to release a new song each full moon of 2023. He will then tour in Europe this summer and plans to announce North American dates soon. And an estimated $1.1 billion Mega Millions jackpot drawing tonight has folks lined up at convenience stores nationwide to buy tickets in a long-shot hopes of winning a massive prize. It seems no one can win the Mega Millions jackpot, and it keeps getting larger. The last time someone overcame the odds of 1 in 302.6 million and won the top prize was back on October 14th. Since then, there have been 24 straight drawings without anyone snagging the jackpot. Good luck. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch 2 other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger. Eating cookies. No.
Nothing.
No.
How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. Mm-hmm. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Mm. Where's my Sprite, my new car? That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
Actually, have something to shoot for,
Are you going to take anything on that?
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yours truly, Artie Whiskey, frontier golfer with another true tale from the Old West.
Really?
As you know, I'm quite the avid golfer. I go out just about every day and play 18. One afternoon, I decided to head on home after 9 holes. Well, much to my surprise, I mosey up to my house and I see another buggy in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta sneak in the house and I find my wife in bed with another fella. I was rather upset.
I can see that.
I grabbed the guy, got him in a headlock, dragged him down into the garage, grabbed him by the manhood, stuck it in a vise, and squeezed it real tight.
Uh-huh.
He started screaming, "Oh, Artie, you're not going to cut it off, are you?" I said, "No, you are. I'm going to set the garage on fire."
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Well, internet porn.
Oh.
Well, there's
photography. You know, people don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to...
Okay. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
That's not me. Hi, Christy. How are you?
Hi, chick. I'm great. Thanks
She's
for
at the
asking.
news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. I hope you are too. We certainly appreciate your being here. We got a lot going on, and that would. Oh, can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Headswatter sitting in for Al K. Seltzer. It was due to happen. Al is out today with horrible indigestion after eating 5 7-Eleven roller dogs during a drunken rampage last night. And this is some other news. Well, let's start off with the NFL. Here's a shocker. The Rams have gone from being last season's Super Bowl champs to posting just a 5-12 record. No one has seen a drop-off in good fortune in L.A. like this since Michael Richards' stand-up gigs were all canceled. And now here's a clip of that. No, never mind. In crime news, a woman was arrested after stealing a $30,000 Rolex watch from a man she'd met earlier that night at a club. The man contacted police after noticing the watch missing from his dresser. Police searched the woman and found she had stashed the stolen watch in her panties. While the man was grateful his watch was returned, he was more grateful that the bulge in the front of the woman's pants was just his $30,000 Rolex watch and not a penis. Let me tell you, I've been there, haven't we all? Wait a minute, did I say that or was I just thinking it? Hold on. Here's a word to the wise. When Whoopi Goldberg offers you a bong hit, jump at the chance. That gal still has some killer connections.
Oh, no.
I don't want to start any crazy rumors, but I know a guy who knows a guy who worked at the factory, and he says American cheese is made from real Americans.
Oh, my God.
Don't tell anybody.
Soylent Green.
This just in from Hollywood. The production of the movie My Little Pony movie, Escape from the Glue Factory, has been indefinitely suspended.
Okay.
Hey, take it from me, for a midday pickup, nothing beats a little dab of warm maple syrup stroked onto a freshly shaved taint. And for some bonus advice, the moist towelette is man's greatest invention. Just ask anyone who's eaten hot wings before masturbating. Or any working bus station prostitute. Well, this is Dick Headswatter sitting in for Al K. Seltzer, and this is Some Other News.
Oh, very informative.
Yeah. Moist towelette come in very handy. I'm sorry, we're heading back to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
That's right. 2 men from India broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to visit all 7 continents. So I would imagine this has to do with more or less the gymnastics that airlines can go through as opposed to them actually doing anything physically other than running to catch flights. I don't understand how this is a
world record. How
take?
tough it is.
Ali Irani and Sujoy Kumar Mitra set off from Antarctica on December 4th and arrived in Melbourne, Australia on the 7th, completing their journey in just 3 days, 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 4 seconds. According to Hello! Exclamation point. Hello, India Magazine. Hello! Their successful attempt beat the previous record of 3 days, 14 hours, 46 minutes, and 48 seconds.
So they actually had to set foot in each continent, get off the plane.
I get, but that
Did they have to rent a plane?
I don't think they had to do anything other than have a very good travel agent.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No,
I say you fly Antarctica to Australia, then to Epcot.
Yeah, you get them all.
You get a little bit of Asia, a little bit of.
You count the World Showcase as all the continents. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I don't know. It seems kind of dumb. So these guys were incontinent.
Incontinent?
Yeah,
that's totally different.
Flying can affect you.
It's a different record. I mean, did they just hire one plane?
That's what I wanted to know. Is it a private?
Boy, that would be pricey.
Jet? Boy, wouldn't it?
Here you go. Look that over.
Not really a relaxing.
See if there are any details in that. Go ahead.
Not a relaxing way to travel, though.
Check it out.
Well, what? No.
You land in Australia, get off the plane, set foot on the plane, then get on another plane.
Yeah, and now he's asking questions he knows.
Because he wrote the article.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won't let us do anything. So, yeah, go there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. Doesn't say.
More questions.
I've got to accept the Hello India thing. I'm going to start getting.
I got to find out what the cover
emails.
I want to be on the cover of Hello India magazine. I have to do it.
I'm Jake McGee, and hello,
India.
Okay, is that sports?
Yes, that's sports.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Hey, Rocky, this is what you farted for.
Where we go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Wasn't a world record, but the world's largest security guard robot was recently seen at a Las Vegas strip club. The Sapphire Gentlemen's Club debuted the robot at CES. The robot, 15 feet tall, weighs 8,800 pounds.
Good God.
And it's been named Mech the Bot Johnson. The human-controlled robot bouncer was stationed outside the strip club's gates amid its exclusive CES party.
Wow.
Yeah. 8,800 pounds.
This is.
I said no touching.
Yeah.
Back off, sleazeball.
They got to do Roadhouse meets Terminator.
Oh.
Bring these guys together.
The Terminator.
Hey, Kevin, how'd you get your arms ripped off? Well, I slapped the stripper on the ass. Good Lord.
Good Lord is right.
No sex in champagne room, I repeat. Boy.
Did you see a picture of this? I got to look at it.
It's weird looking. It doesn't look like a robot.
Oh, here we go.
It looks like kind of a giant spider.
Oh, terrifying.
It's really weird looking.
They have one. There's a series on Netflix called The Recruit. It's about this kid who is a lawyer. He joins the CIA, but they have an interrogation robot. And his name's Tim. And I don't know what the T stands for, but it's interrogation machine or something. And they had to shut him down because he did tear somebody's arm off. And the agent has to cover it up. And it's pretty.
But when you try to do, when you're doing a good robot, bad robot thing, you know, the bad robot really has to show up, and you're going to lose an arm sometimes.
You found it, Christy?
Yeah, it looks like there is almost a guy in the center of it. Like
it's sort of like a big exoskeleton.
I don't know. It looks like something that lands on the moon. It looks like a moon.
Lunar lander.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I like my robots to have 2 arms, 2 legs, camera eyes.
I don't understand what the functionality of this thing is. Does it have lasers?
Can it like check your ID or something?
No, I don't think so.
It's not that scary looking.
It's just weird.
It is, yeah. It's like, what the hell's that thing?
It's dirty.
It's dirty. What do you mean it's dirty?
Like the legs look like they're kind of rusty, and it doesn't seem to be up to CES standards.
It's dirty.
Look at it.
You are just so odd.
Man, maybe it had to walk through mud to get there. You don't know.
No,
Yeah.
it was. I think it was. They said it was.
Hey, I got this job so I could buy a car. Yeah, I'm dusty from walking in Vegas.
You know, they don't make it easy to commute off the strip. It's like they only want the people that come here to be able to get around. It's I pay taxes, don't I?
I threw out C-3PO and R2-D2, total pervs.
Yeah, Tim is the technological interrogation machine.
I have a feeling C-3PO wouldn't be at that strip club.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hilarious
Well.
They never really came clean with that, did they?
No, he's
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like a guy that sits in there and just, that's weird. That is a weird deal.
But we have another interesting thing coming out of CES. What used to be called the Consumer Electronics Show. Now, by naming it that, it loses all meaning.
A new device debuted at the Consumer Electronics Show, which attaches to your toilet and scans your urine for an at-home urinalysis.
Oh.
The white disc, which Gizmodo described as reminiscent of Google's Chromecast dongle, attaches to the user's toilet and funnels urine into a collection inlet.
That could be my new favorite word, dongle.
I like that word, too.
I
It's
like that
cool.
very much.
Where a sample is drawn into a microfluidic circuit.
A dongle is a small apparatus that you would use to enhance another technology. Like they make a dongle for Apple CarPlay.
No kidding.
For cars that can't Bluetooth connect to Apple CarPlay, you can actually buy a dongle and put it into your Bluetooth, and it'll do it for you.
Because I've been peeing out of my dongle for many years.
Sure, you can be a child.
So I'm sorry. So this is a thing you'd stick on your toilet, and it analyzes your urine.
Yeah, health data is then gathered by the device and sent to the user's smartphone over Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Here's the last line in the story that, remember, he teased earlier. The device can also differentiate between various users through a feature Withings calls Stream ID.
In other words,
you have 6 people living in your house.
You can tell the difference.
It knows who's who.
Hello, Melissa.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't you hope it would have that? I was just going to say that.
Man,
hello,
you smoked
Josh.
a lot of pot today.
Yeah.
Probably a talk screen in there, right?
Hey, Cassie, you're pregnant. See, analyzing you. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I mean, could they put this in offices?
Yes.
And someone would go in and it would sound the alarm that they're... That seems like...
I don't like any of this. Airports...
Yeah.
Come on.
Would you want to have to handle this thing and change the filter? Hell, I've got one of those Brita things. I won't even touch that. Last thing I'm
You
gonna do
won't
is-
touch the Brita filter?
Pretty easy. If you're doping one of those things up, it's disgusting.
Oh, my gosh.
Not really, unless you're putting aquarium water in it.
Some
Willie,
turd
will
sieve.
you get over there and change his filter for him, please?
There's nothing that I can do. I don't even know where he lives anymore. I don't want to know where he lives.
Yeah, I can understand.
Not in my own home right now. Someone else's place.
Yeah, how's that? Did you shower today?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I went in, I turned the little auxiliary heater on so I could...
How's the pressure?
Well, gee, that would have been something you could have done the first day.
Where did you get that idea from?
Have you christened the place yet?
Yeah, you pooping there?
No.
Jerkin?
No.
Excuse me.
You hang on just a minute, Tom.
What?
You must have a tiny tear in your eye. He is so Griswold.
Look, I just want to know if my old man's jerking right, okay? What are the
First of
numbers
all,
like?
No, Willie, I haven't taught you. A gentleman would never discuss such matters. Although I would bring them up around others and let them confess.
I think christening refers primarily to the act of sexual congress with
I
a
would never
significant
discuss such a
other
thing.
if you move to a new venue.
Once again, I'm not living in my own home temporarily. We are living somewhere else. And there's a lot of stuff in there. As you can imagine.
Yeah.
Everyone's house has lots of stuff. So this is why I
Other people's stuff bothers you?
yes.
Well, now hang on a second. I might be with you on this harebrained theory. I don't like other people's stuff either.
What do you mean?
Thank you.
What do you mean,
There's a walk-in closet. You walk in there, all their clothes are in there.
That's because they live there.
I know. It's very generous of them to allow us to live there, but
Yeah.
Could you push them aside?
Should
and
I?
put your-
Maybe I should try on some of his pants and shirts and wear them.
Try on the ladies' dress?
Yes, I was just going to say, try her stuff on.
Tom, you know you're very strange. You know that, don't you?
It's normal.
No.
Nothing you do is normal.
Well, how long does it take before you know which drawer has the silverware in it? You're in a kitchen.
10 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many drawers? Do they have drawers like the drummer of Rush has cymbals around?
More or
like
less.
a wall of drawers?
I feel like Neil Peart. There's
a lot of choices.
A lot of choices.
No, you go, there's silverware in this one. There's the auxiliary cooking stuff in this one. There's a junk drawer.
Yeah.
What else?
I wanted to get some masking tape and mark them. That idea got kiboshed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine
ripping the paint off.
Why?
Masking tape wouldn't take the paint off.
No, but boy, does that sure looks classy, doesn't it?
Instead of putting up with, let's see, where are the silverwares? There? Nope, they're not in this drawer.
Yeah.
Oh, here they are. Boy, that's a pain in the ass.
It's got to be one of the
You gotta
top
label
drawers.
those.
So how many do you get to choose from?
Label those up, Tom.
Just a bunch of them. Then you've got dishes over here and glasses over there.
Sure.
I have issues with that too, finding stuff at other people's.
Then you got your toaster strudel icing drawer. Wait, am I the only one that has
The first time I built a house, first time I built a house, I had all glass on those cabinets.
Yes, you can see.
Look up, I can see it. Oh, the place must be in there because I see them behind the glass.
That makes sense.
Well, not to some people.
This is, you chose this life, okay? That's all I got to say.
Yep.
I'm just,
You're the guy that won't have a dresser either. You need to see all your clothes.
yeah, I got that coming.
Oh, cool.
You mean like a visible human you could build when you were a kid? You have a visible dresser?
No, instead of dresser drawers, there are little baskets.
Yes, those look great. Those are cool.
You know where my socks are? I can see them right there.
I'm thinking about redoing my closet.
Yeah, but baskets leave lines on everything. Do you have the baskets, the metal ones like they have in the
I haven't seen them yet.
showers?
They're coming. I'm not sure.
Well, they have those baskets. They're real nice. They use those at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
What, a series of cubbies?
Yeah,
metal
those are
basket?
very nice.
Sure.
They look really nice in a multi-million-dollar home. They look really, really nice.
Okay.
Josh, why do you want to redo your closets?
To have them look nicer. Yeah. I
Do you have a
wanna
walk-in closet?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm putting an addition here where I live.
An addition?
Yeah.
Oh.
Our apartment complex is not too happy about it.
I'm
You adding a sunroom?
blowing out a wall right into the neighbor's
Skylight.
apartment.
Would you? I've always wanted to do like crazy. If you had $1 billion, do like crazy stuff like rent a car and have it painted and then return it, and then like get an apartment and have a new window installed one day, and then they come back. What the hell?
I think you owe me a deposit.
It'd be just for fun.
Just for fun,
Yeah,
huh?
it'd be kind of an art project.
Okay.
We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk, and we have time to squeeze in one more important story. What else have you got over there?
Well, speaking of toilets, a man whose job is preserving Japan's cultural heritage accidentally plowed his car into Japan's oldest toilet facility. You recall this story? We did it earlier. Here's an update. The ancient toilet was part of a centuries-old Buddhist temple. It was severely damaged. The Tofukuji Temple in the city of Kyoto houses a toilet that was said to date back to the 15th century. It's officially designated as an important cultural asset. The original wooden door leading to the site was ruined after the driver, a 30-year-old man from Kyoto Heritage Preservation Association, accidentally backed his car into it.
Asian drivers.
Oh, Josh.
Josh, now you've destroyed a toilet or two, right? You've wrecked a couple. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
sure,
yeah. Put a Post-it note on the door as you leave. Danger. Yeah, this is I gather it wasn't being used anymore.
I doubt it, no.
Because it was a cultural heritage.
Right.
Kind of an odd. Do we have preserved
An
facilities?
outhouse somewhere,
I bet.
probably?
Yeah.
Is there some...
There's some old commode in some museum.
Like at the Monticello or something? Do they have... does Jefferson have his thing there?
His what?
Oh,
whatever he crapped in.
His outhouse, or he didn't have an outhouse.
When I was at Monticello, I remember I sang, "Hey, can I go upstairs and see where Jefferson died?" And they said, "No, that was Elvis." very, very confused.
The bathrooms at Monticello, though, very cool. Instead of toilet paper, they have $2 bills. How fun is that? Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
That's cool. And then, of course, he's got the 12-car garage.
Oh, yeah.
It's full of buggies. You didn't know this?
I didn't know this. Please
he's got
enlighten me.
All his buggies there, and because the horses will pull the buggies. And my favorite one is the bumper sticker that says, "Ask me about my slave children." So fun.
You'd think they would.
Fun little history twist for those of you that have read any history. You might know that that's a
Coming up, we have some of the fun things about being single.
I'm just glad I won't be the only one in the meeting today.
I won't.
Yes, you're both bad.
Don't eat your Christmas tree. We have that coming up.
Wow, what?
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
Well, we'll find
Here's
out.
the thing.
If you're really, really hungry, you can.
That's actually a thing. I've seen 2 stories about this, and there are these chefs encouraging people to eat their Christmas trees. There are qualified physicians saying, "Don't do that."
At least take the ornaments off.
Oh, it tastes like paraquat. Now, in any event, when we come back, we have that. Also, one of those cool stories about someone who had a painting hanging in their house for a long time. They had no idea it was worth a fortune.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Don't you love those?
Yeah.
Okay, well, and also sexual myths.
Oh, like the female orgasm? Yeah. We'll learn all about it.
You're really going
You
for
are
it today,
on
Josh.
fire.
We're going to have a woman of a certain culture heritage walking in here and kind of
she's going to check all the boxes I've...
Yeah.
Our new HR lady.
Yeah. I'm working on something I call dung fu. I don't throw stars. Dung shui. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. Working for minimum wage. But still no raise. Just filed an offer to transfer. Wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California. Put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on skate to pigeon forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know. There'll be a time when I own his company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage.
died since the storms began last week, including 2 killed by falling trees. Forecasters expect the rain to continue through Tuesday after dumping up to 14 inches at higher elevations in central and southern California. The storm Monday prompted evacuation orders for 10,000 people along the central California coast, including the entire town of Montecito, home to Prince Harry and other celebrities, which saw 23 people killed in a mudslide 5 years ago. Stock markets mixed ahead of a U.S. inflation update that traders hope will encourage the Federal Reserve to ease off of plans for more interest rate hikes. Shanghai and Tokyo rose. Hong Kong, Sydney retreated. Oil prices declined. Traders worry the Fed and other central banks that have hiked rates aggressively to cool inflation that's at multi-decade highs might be willing to tip the global economy into a recession. They hope Thursday's report on U.S. consumer prices will show inflation abating, reducing the need to slow economic activity any further. Warnings also coming for what look to be a lackluster corporate profits when reporting season begins Friday as companies contend with higher labor and other costs. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've been at Costco once.
Love the Costco.
Go every week.
I was with someone, and as they have the giant oversized pushing baskets. What do you call them?
Shopping carts.
Write that one down there, chick. Pushing baskets.
See, now, hang on. You must be trying to say.
No, I'm trying to remember the details.
You know what they call those? Don't they call those buggies in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think they do.
Buggies. Where's your buggy?
Where's your buggy?
No,
Get your buggy.
Did you buy a wind cooker?
No, I did not.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
All right, this magician. He gets his job on a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, "I give. Where's the boat?"
Oh, yeah.
Hello, this is
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
We got to get a song out of you right now, Pat.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Right now.
Right.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold's here.
Man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold.
Pat debuted a song yesterday that I really enjoyed over the weekend. Pat, for the first time, went to the Costco store.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it's a great place. I've only been there the one time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a member.
I'm a member. I go there.
What do you have to do to join? Can
Just walk in.
Anybody join?
Member.
Just walk in and then give them a credit
You don't
card.
have to have recommendations?
No,
or,
you don't need a... No.
They begged me to join.
Yes.
I finally said okay.
Yeah.
You know, you have to show your card when you walk in, though.
Yeah, you do.
And then you have to show what you bought when you walk out.
Yeah, you have to show your receipt.
Well, it's fine, but...
See, I'm a member, but I don't make a big deal out of it.
Okay, do they have a shirt with like a little logo on it or something, or like a visor with like a country club would have?
No.
No, they do have the Kirkland signature, like sweatpants and clothes there. People love them. People wear them. They're kind of cool now.
Their boxed wines are great.
Okay, well, now, Pat, it was your first experience there, and it's my understanding, obviously, people tend to buy in bulk.
Very eye-opening.
That's the whole idea. And
He's explaining Costco to people.
Well, not everybody. I'd never been there. I've only been there the one time. I didn't understand how it worked.
That's when you mistook an employee at Costco stocking the shelves with toilet paper. I remember this.
It was a guy that I knew, and he had a giant push basket full of toilet paper.
Shopping cart. It's a shopping
cart. Huge, basket. The biggest one I've ever seen, and it was just all toilet paper and for him and his wife. And I thought, what do you got, dysentery? What's going on here? Pat, how does your song go?
He's a real Costco man. sitting in his minivan, making all his shopping plans for Saturday. Doesn't have an effing clue who needs this much super glue, buying in bulk for his family. Costco man buys pliers, bacon, milk, and tires. Costco man, it's time to renew your membership plan. He's as cheap as he can be. Samples meant his lunch was free. Costco man ate free sausage and cheese balls. Who needs this many oversized cans? Nobody. Who needs this much peanut butter? Nobody.
Yeah.
And I've learned that Saturday at Costco is the place
Saturday's a big day. Yeah, you don't want to go on Saturdays.
All right. Okay, well, good to
You
know.
get my gas at Costco. It's a great place. You should try it.
I'll have to try it. I'm not...
My membership pays me back at the end of the year. I get a nice check.
All I know is when I was there, I was there with somebody else, and on the way out, I bought a pair of sunglasses.
Oh, boy.
Ray-Bans. Oh, they were very nice.
How about that?
They were on sale. They were very nice.
They were massive, though.
I still have them.
Big old man Ray-Bans? Yeah, those are no good.
Gotta get the classic Ray-Bans.
They take up a third of your face.
Better for the eyes. Now, we have...
Is that right?
Ace Rothstein.
Yep, that's him.
We have Christy
Your
Lee.
eyes do need some sun, though. You know that, right? Every day.
What's that now?
They do?
Your eyes need some sun. They need the vitamin D. Yeah.
Your
10 or
eyes?
15 seconds. Yeah.
Vitamin D doesn't
look
mean...
up, stare right at the sun.
Stare at the sun?
Don't stare at it, but just not wear
So should I
sunglasses.
do that
for a few minutes.
after I do my taint sunbathing?
Sure.
Okay.
Vitamin D doesn't mean the dick, okay? It's vitamin D. It's
Vitamin D is very important.
Boy, I've been taking the wrong vitamin D in the mornings. No wonder my seasonal effectiveness.
What's wrong with you people?
Those packets of Emergence D, those things do wonder. I love those things.
Now you have the seasonal, what is it, affected disorder?
Effectiveness disorder, yeah.
Okay. That's a really convenient acronym, though.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those little lamps?
I do in my office here.
Does it work?
Yes. Yeah. I put it on me for about 20 minutes or so, and it does help. Yeah.
Do you get a tan out of it?
It feels like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you put your face? You put your face up and just look like a relaxed lizard.
It's usually when I'm reading some article out of the New Yorker.
Yes.
Sure, certainly.
Oh, my God. See, there's two of them now. We can't do this.
And by New Yorker, I mean Fangoria.
I'm sorry, Josh. We already have a pretentious ass.
Okay. Hey, I'm still trying to find my role.
Yeah,
By the New Yorker, he means a beaver hunt.
Hey, I found it. It's like, where's Waldo?
It's right there up close.
Christy, what do you got?
Some of the top sex myths that we still think are true, according to sex counselor Ms. Ness Cooper. She's debunked some of the most common myths. For example,
Yeah, boy.
myth number 1, you can get an STI. I call them STDs still, from a toilet seat. Cooper said STIs don't spread on toilet seats, and ones that spread through contact of bodily fluids don't survive outside of the body long enough to be transmitted by sitting on the toilet.
She has no idea how filthy toilet seats can get, though. I mean...
No, chick, this is true. That's why I make love on toilet seats. It's very healthy. Don't
And
need a
isn't
rubber.
that's called a blumpkin, I believe, isn't it?
Oh, God.
One of the
Not
actors.
precisely, but,
STIs are transmitted through skin contact or penetration with an infected person. Not from a toilet
With
seat.
a what?
An infected person.
Oh.
What do you think I said?
Well,
you didn't hear.
Well, sometimes they're.
I did not.
Sometimes the penis is infected, but yeah.
No, I heard.
Okay.
Never mind.
What's another one?
Pulling out, an effective method of contraception.
No, it absolutely is effective.
Ladies, listen to me. It's not. Though it only, it often only contains trace amounts of active sperm. There is a possibility someone could get pregnant from penetration that involves pre-ejaculation.
We've all known this. I don't. These things.
This means that the pull-out method isn't always reliable, and you should always use contraceptive. Contraception.
These are myths.
Yeah, I know.
Myths.
I mean, these myths were taught to me in school.
We all know this,
Like
but
like the backdoor myth.
a lot of people.
What's that?
Don't myth.
And go through the back.
And accidentally
Well, now I know why we're doing this story.
That is
Don't
a
myth.
good myth. Well, you mythed.
You know, by the way, you know how you can tell when a guy gets his sex advice from watching pornos?
How?
He takes his pants off halfway while trying to fix the cable, and all of a sudden, pants are off. Hey, baby, I'm the cable guy. You want to lay some cable? You know what I'm talking about? Wink, wink. Ladies,
I do not know what you're talking about, sir.
That's okay.
I really don't.
So you can't get it from a toilet seat.
No.
Okay.
And
Good to know.
the pull-out method doesn't work.
I remember we were going through these myths in like junior high, and the teacher goes, also another myth is after sex, do not douche with Coca-Cola. And my buddy and I were screaming with laughter, and we were asked to go out to the hall. Enough people did that to where they have to tell us, don't
Teach
do that.
it in junior high.
Did you say, what about Pepsi? I bet Mountain Dew kills it.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that was an absolute thing.
Right.
I'd never heard that before.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in
Never
the 50s.
heard that.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Shake it up.
Just shake up a Coke and put it in there. Are you kidding me?
Until it comes out her ears.
I still had a baby. I did the Coke thing.
Is that why my grandma leaves Coca-Cola in the bathroom? Is that why she's doing that? She's sneaking around down there?
No.
She's still concerned about getting pregnant, huh? Wow. I have a book for her.
Happy woman.
Is it the Guinness?
No, I'm fine with her getting laid. Worrying about getting pregnant.
We're going to move on now. We have coming up Kostaki Economopolis, our NFL correspondent. Kostaki is a graduate of Georgia, and they had a great night last night. And he was at the game at SoFi, and he's got to be exhausted. The photograph we have of him, he's holding a giant stadium beer in his hand.
All right.
So we'll look forward to talking to him in a few minutes and see how he's doing. Probably, I think we're about 20 minutes away from waking him up. Also, we have eating your Christmas tree in the news. We have an interesting story about the Boy Scouts and their encounter with reefer madness. That's right, marijuana. We'll see what's going on there. And if you love those Ronzoni star-shaped pastinas, the clock is ticking. Buy him soon. We are going to check in with that and more when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. How are things going, Ron? You're out on tour. You got a lot of live shows happening.
Yeah, they keep showing up, and I can't believe it either.
We have. I noticed you've got your guitar out.
I do.
Give that a strum. I want to see if. Oh, that's nice.
I'd like to sing you a song that could probably change your life, but I don't have one. So I'll just sing this. She don't have a boyfriend, and she don't really care. She's always real happy. She's got a grin from ear to ear. And she don't need no alcohol to find her happy spot. She found that a long time ago, and buddy, she goes there a lot. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, cause it's too much work, just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Go on, flick it, girl. Well, here she comes and there she goes, dancing around on her tippy toes. Have you ever seen a woman just smile like that after sitting at home and just rubbing that cat? It ain't over when she gets back home. She'll be flicking that thing until the cows come home. Bean flicking her bean, knocking one out like a beauty queen. No time for love, cause it's too much work, just to flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicking her bean where she won't get hurt. Flicky, 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 flick, flicky, 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 flicking the bean.
and climate change today. The three leaders are trying to mend tensions that have divided the continent. The gathering of North American countries is held most years and is often called the Three Amigos Summit. The latest in a relentless string of California storms is swamping roads, battering coastlines with high surf, turning rivers into gushing flood zones, and forcing the evacuation of thousands in towns with histories of deadly mudslides. Forecasters expect the rain to continue through today, dumping up to 14 inches at higher elevations in central and southern California. The storm yesterday prompted evacuation orders for 10,000 people along the central California coast, including the entire town of Montecito, home to many celebrities. And thousands of nurses have gone on strike at two of New York City's major hospitals. The walkout began yesterday after contract negotiations stalled over staffing and salaries, nearly 3 years into the coronavirus pandemic. As many as 3,500 nurses at Montefiore Medical Center in the Bronx and 3,600 at Mount Sinai Hospital in Manhattan are off the job. The privately owned nonprofit hospitals are postponing non-emergency surgeries, diverting ambulances to other medical centers, and pulling in temporary staffers. No word on when contract talks will resume. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom. And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show? Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP? Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself? Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP. See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I used to have a corporate job, but I figured, why should I have a job that pays $200 a day when I could be a comedian and make that in a week? All right, there we go. I like going to job interviews. They're the worst interviews. Greg, before we get started, would you like something to drink? No, thanks. Had a few beers before I came in. Do you have any experience? I don't even have an appointment. They always ask you questions where they try to make you sabotage yourself. Have you noticed that? They're like, so tell us, where do you think you could use improvement? As if you're going to say, well, I am seething with hostility. I've got a debilitating character flaw. I cannot stop throwing staple guns. Does this look like ringworm to you? You know. Tell us about yourself. Well, I've got pink eye and my foot's asleep. Got matching silverware for the plate in my head. I think I can fly. I collect ointment. What can you bring to our company? Head lice. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Next to you in the dumpster behind the airport. Where do I start? How do you like my weight belt?
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. Waking up a shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food.
Uh-huh.
Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't live till you're making love, and your wife says, "Go slow. I'm spilling my chili."
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Details at AAA.com/expert.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
What's up, man?
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom.
Just perusing some stuff over here.
Oh, yeah? What's happening on OnlyFans this morning?
I don't even know how to get to the OnlyFans. How do you do that?
Go to OnlyFans.
Oh, what's happening?
Just go to I use your computer. Go to favorites.
Here's the thing. They're talking about banning gas stoves in the United States.
I saw that.
I just bought one. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
What the
There's
hell?
no way they're going to do this.
Says the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is considering a ban on natural gas stoves.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hey, stop it. So if you've already got one, are they going to make you get a new one?
I don't know. I doubt it. You'd probably be grandfathered in.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
they're just considering it. Maybe it'll only take a minute. Hey, should we do this? Nah.
Nah.
We're no longer considering it.
I'd like a nice gas cooktop.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. God, I would love to have one. I wish I had one.
You prefer that to the electric?
Yes.
Interesting.
You
I
can-
like open flame.
Well, you can
Oh.
control the actual heat.
Burners off?
Oh, it's the best. That sounds...
Don't listen to him.
Christy, that's a really good point, actually. You can,
Yeah.
it is better at controlling the heat.
Right.
Yeah.
It's easier to adjust. There's a visual component that you can look at it that you can't get with the electric.
I just get a little nervous.
You can do magic tricks with Pam where you light it and it goes... It's fun stuff.
Sure, that's it.
Yeah.
That's why he loves the
You're
gas
a
stove.
firebug.
Sorry. I remember that story we had yesterday about the accused arsonists that inadvertently set themselves on fire.
Yes.
What are they doing?
Boy, that's poetic justice.
Irony right there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What kind of evidence do you have? Well, he's all bandaged up. Looks like the mummy. I'm sorry. Christy, what have you got over there?
Apparently, not everyone is looking for love as we approach Valentine's Day. A new study has found that people see several benefits to being single. Researchers found the 3 most highly rated reasons were...
Yeah.
You want to guess, Josh?
Not getting into an argument about where you're going to go eat.
Yeah.
Well, that's not on
That
the
has to
list,
be
but
number
okay.
one. It's not? Oh.
No, it's not number one. What do you think number one is?
Doing whatever you want, whenever you want.
More time for myself?
More money.
Focus on my goals?
More money, more problems.
No one dictates my actions, which would be Josh's thing.
Hey, Willie.
Yeah.
Use dictate in a sentence. Okay. No, just kidding. Okay.
What is... No, I can't do that way. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
how's
bad.
my...
What is dictate like?
Yeah. Thank you for saying it.
Stop being in charge like
You know
that.
what? I think this is a very monumental one. We finally got that on the air.
I didn't know that
Very
was allowed.
excited. I didn't either.
It's not, but I'm already in there. When you're in trouble, why not just burn the whole place down, huh?
The other 7
Rinse
factors.
my ass, the whole building.
I'm sorry. Christy was talking. I'm sorry.
Benefits of being single.
Right.
Yeah.
Tom, yours is kind of on here. Better control of what I eat.
I've got a question. What about the screaming and the crying at your dog?
Well, no tension and fights.
Okay.
No
all
getting
right.
hurt.
No. I'm not talking about...
It doesn't say anything about dogs. Freedom to flirt around.
Flirt around, huh?
You save resources because you only have to pay for one person, I guess.
You must be really funny.
And it says not do things I dislike.
That's going to be number one for you, Chick.
What? You really think that gets on my nerves if someone does something I don't like?
No, if she goes, hey, today we're going to the opera. That kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, but
hey,
that...
Chick,
Dude.
I made special arrangements. We're going to go pick apples.
Am I the only guy that likes apple picking?
Tom,
I like it too.
I understand why you would say that,
But you, of all people.
but you have no idea what you're talking about. You reach a point and you reach a person, and you go apple picking.
He does.
Oh,
Of
I
course
do.
he does. Of course he does.
Do all those things.
Of course
Uh-huh.
you do. Yeah.
You're told what to do every day.
I got him.
And not
And then
between-
something
not
stupid
between
happens.
4 and 6
You
a.m.
start to look.
I'm in here
you
by
start
myself.
to look forward to it, and then you become part of an apple picking fantasy league. And the next thing you know, you're saying, "Honey, when are we going apple picking again?" Yeah.
Josh, your favorite thing about being single?
The freedom, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
No one monitoring your computer, that kind of thing.
Oh, I don't care about that, honestly.
Pizza. You never hear the phrase "pizza again."
Man.
Oh, jeez. For those of you who are not single,
If we were to give Tom a pad and a paper and go, hey, draw Josh's kitchen. Wouldn't you love to see what
Brick oven in there.
stacks and stacks of pizza
oven.
boxes? And
Pizza boxes,
Pizza
yeah.
boxes.
The refrigerator is just cotton candy.
my
all
cat
pizza
half
dough.
eaten. Whoa.
Well, you did name it gravy.
True,
Your sister's named Biscuit.
Isn't that cute? Isn't that something?
Excuse me. Could we move on?
For those of you who are not single and are looking for time alone,
I hate another thing. I hate people who are happy in relationships. That's what I hate.
What is it? What's the question? What dictator? What is it again?
No. For those of you who are in a relationship and are looking for some time alone at your home, what place, where do you go?
I think a lot of guys would say the John.
That's right. Nearly half of Americans, Josh, hide in the bathroom when they need time to themselves. According to the poll, 51% of respondents said they seek refuge in the bathroom.
I'm going to go do a little paperwork.
Even if they don't have to go.
That's funny,
There's
right?
good acoustics.
Isn't that good? Funny.
Parents with children living at home were 3 times as likely as single respondents to hide out in the bathroom. Well, of course, if you're single, you hiding from. It makes no sense. Do you close your door when you are at home by yourself?
No.
Take the phone in?
Now, you know what? I've gotten better about that. I don't usually now because I was spending spending more time in there than I needed to. Like, I could be reading this article somewhere else.
The average respondent reported needing between 4 and 5 hours of private time per day to feel their best. I agree with that.
That's a lot.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah, I bet for most married people with families,
They don't get that.
That does seem like a lot.
Yeah.
How about at work?
What do you mean?
Yeah, people go into work.
Do people go into work? I mean, do they go into the bathroom at work to have private time?
Probably.
I'm only going to tell you people this one time, and you can take it for what you want. But here's the problem with the world and people. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Girls with straight hair want curly hair, and girls with curly hair want straight hair.
He's not wrong.
That's the problem with people.
You always want what you can't have.
That's exactly
And once you
right.
have it, you don't want it.
The grass
So
is
what does that have
always
to do with
green.
going to the bathroom at work.
Because
I think it has more to do with being single or
4 to 5 hours alone. I love that. Now, if you're alone, well, I'd like to be with somebody. Well, if you're with somebody, I want my own
Being
time.
single does have its. I mean, this past Christmas, I got to see the family every other day, but Christmas they were all with their,
It was a little lonely.
Well, I was in a hotel watching a Hallmark movie with my truck stop dinner. We've all been there.
Do it up. Truck stop dinner.
And I told my brother John, I sent him a picture of my truck. I went to a truck stop. It was one of the only places open. Got food, took it back to the hotel, and I sent my brothers a picture, and both of them went, that sounds pretty good. Dinner alone in a hotel room.
Yeah, so you're saying it goes both ways. Yeah.
Who needs love when you have a turkey wrap and a Dr. Pepper, baby?
You you never know. You don't realize what you got until it's gone. They paved paradise, Tom, and put up
a parking lot.
They should write a song about that, man.
That sounds poetic.
Now, to go back to your point, Josh, you ever get caught up? You sit down, you've got your phone in there.
Yeah.
And you start reading something.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and keep reading.
Yes.
Yeah. Or doing a crossword. I'm not getting up till I finish this thing.
How long before your legs fall asleep? I have no ass, so it's like 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
I'm not. That does not.
Ever happen to you?
No, my legs don't fall asleep.
Mine don't fall asleep either, and I don't have any ass either.
Oh man, I must be doing something wrong.
You must have a circulation problem or something.
I think I do.
Are you
Maybe
totally?
it's your toilet seat. Maybe it's not comfortable.
Are you totally sitting or are you hovering?
I don't have a toilet seat. I just sit right there. On
You hover?
Maybe you need.
It's just ceramic to ass.
Or ass to ceramic.
Willie, did you ever fire up the dubage while in a toilet?
Yeah, 100%. It's the best.
Really?
Yeah, right before the shower, you smoke that, you drop that, then you get in the shower. Bingo. Don't smell bad. It's the greatest
You
thing
got
in the
beer
world.
in the shower?
Beer in the I love a shower beer. I got a gift. I got a shower beer. It's like a thing you stick it to the wall and it holds your shower beer for you.
Like a cup holder, like a beer can holder?
I'm so grateful for it, but I feel like such a loser.
Okay.
The people in my life know that I'm drinking so much in the shower.
Look, I know you're treating this like a joke, but get into a program. You need some kind of
shower beer right there on the list.
Yeah, I heard about those at the meetings.
Who have you been talking to?
I'm kidding.
Wow. Well, thank you very much. Very helpful. Christy, what's coming up?
Coming up, we have Kostaki. He's going to be telling us all about the big game.
I got something to tell you guys.
I hope so. I hope he's drunk as a
Kostaki was at SoFi Stadium last night watching his, he is a graduate
and I
of
found
Georgia.
out what So Fine song I was trying to think of. The Fiestas or whatever did write it, but the version I like is by the Chambers Brothers.
Oh.
It's called So Fine.
I love the Chambers Brothers.
Oh, yeah. Time.
The time has come today.
That's great.
And you know what else time it is? It's time for you to get America's favorite home security system. That's right. It's the do-it-yourself package we talked to you about. It's SimpliSafe. And at this time of year, burglaries and package theft spike. Now's the best time to secure your home with award-winning home security. SimpliSafe, the home security system we recommend to everybody. Make it your resolution to start the new year with greater peace of mind and safety for you and your family. The best home security of 2022 as voted by U.S. News & World Report. For the third year in a row, that's SimpliSafe. 24/7 professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology exclusively from SimpliSafe to capture critical evidence and verify that the threat is real, getting you faster police response. And SimpliSafe, whole home security, of course, with advanced sensors for every room, window, and door. And you do it yourself, and it's so easy. I just added a couple of sensors the other day. HD security cameras inside and out, smarter ways to detect motion that alert you only when a threat is real. Top-rated SimpliSafe app for your smartphone. You stay in complete control of your system. Anytime, anywhere, you can arm or disarm or use your cameras to take a look if someone's dropping off a package. You can see it all with that SimpliSafe app for less than $1 a day. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes and then install it yourself. Just go to SimpliSafeTom.com. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. Oh, yeah.
You know what this is, Josh?
Yeah, I love this song.
I don't.
Christy? The Chambers Brothers, the classic. The time has come today.
I'm going to hit you hard with the Chamber Brother.
Well, thank you, Wolfman. When we come back, we'll hear your SoFi song from the Chambers Brothers.
The Chambers Brothers.
Okay, we'll certainly look forward to that. And Kostaki Economopolis. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Thanks so much for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime. Even right now, just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show as you listen to the show. Lots of folks like to do it. They gather around the breakfast table with their friends and family and enjoy a nice hearty breakfast while watching the Bob and Tom Show on their big screen, 70-inch, high-color 4K TV. That's right, you can watch the show in real time. There's Ace Cosby telling his joke of the day. And there's Chick McGee's reaction. That's what you get on the YouTube channel, and that's a lot of fun. If you've never done it, why not give it a shot? Go to YouTube, search the Bob and Tom Show, sit back, relax, and boom. Next thing you know, you're watching your favorite morning radio show. How cool is that? And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Stetson Bennett IV threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for 2 scores in the first half as number 1 Georgia demolishes number 3 TCU last night at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, 65-7, to become the first team to win consecutive college football playoff national championships. From the NFL, doctors who treated Demar Hamlin say the Bills' safety moved to a hospital in Buffalo yesterday to continue his recovery. It is an uplifting sign of remarkable progress Hamlin has made a week after going into cardiac arrest, having to be resuscitated on the field during a game against the Bengals in Cincinnati. NBA winners last night: New Orleans, Boston, Milwaukee, Memphis, Denver, and Sacramento. And NHL winners all in regulation: the Flyers, Seattle, Nashville, and the Kings. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Cool.
Huh. Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook or Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, "Say it to my face." And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh No You Didn't. Pretty good. Well, it's hard to spell on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep.
So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh no, you didn't!"
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
When I say America, what comes to mind? For me, it's simple. Mom, apple pie, and whole milk. They've been around forever. Let's hope that doesn't change. But did you know this country is actually importing whole milk? Why waste the money shipping milk from overseas when we've got the best darn fresh milk in the world right here on our own soil? You have a choice, America. So the next time you're in the market for milk, look for the flag. Old Glory Whole Milk. Old Glory Whole Milk stands alone. It's the best milk across the board.
Hey, fellas. I'm long-time over-the-road trucker, Floyd Tucker. The next time you crave whole milk, ask your fellow truckers where you can find Old Glory Whole Milk, and then ask if they're a cop. Take it from me. It's something else.
Old Glory Whole Milk. Just say when.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Can I just say that I really love doing this program?
Oh, thank you.
You know, as a comedian, this is like such a fun. It's actually entertaining and fun to do it. You know, and as a comedian, you do a lot of shows, and you know, like I did a radio program a few weeks ago, and they introduced me as the bad boy of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I never said I was the bad boy of anything, nor do I want to be introduced as such.
Mm-hmm. Where'd they get
Only in comedy do you ever hear that. You never hear that in other professions. You never hear, he's the bad boy of gynecology. See the guy putting on his gloves with his fingers cut off?
Had his finger in a dike.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you're going to free bowl of super then? How do I? Talk to the judge.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there?
Uh-huh.
And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, the arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Ace may be the only one of us who's done every shift on radio.
Yep.
Ace used to do overnights.
Yeah.
Then he did evenings. He did afternoons. You ever do middays? There was no like the Ace Cosby lunch hour or something.
Did you?
I did all those. So did Christy.
I did mornings, middays, and overnights. I never did evenings.
Did anybody do the Sunday night? That always seemed to be the no holds barred time. For
I did.
Guys, folks would just play whatever they wanted.
The Sunday night overnight's the best.
Okay,
Nobody's listening, so you can do whatever you want.
That's what it seems like. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday night overnight was great.
No, I
too.
think we're ready. Let's see if we can gauge
There he is.
gauge the hangover. It's
looking good.
We're joined by Kostaki Economopolis from Los Angeles, California, wearing a national champions Georgia T-shirt, and you were in attendance at the game last night. Oh, and a cap as well. You were at the game last night, Kostaki?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, we can hear the hangover. We saw a picture of you holding a giant stadium beer.
Yeah, my voice is not good. I did some screaming.
I don't, Kostaki, are you quite too hangover, or are you just about to have the hang? Are you still coming down a little bit?
I wouldn't get in the car and start driving around.
Well,
oh my goodness!
Congratulations! It was a blowout.
Yeah.
Well, it was close there for, wasn't it 10-0 for about 3 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It was 10-7 for half a second.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
my goodness.
Your two buddies flew in?
I had 3 buddies fly in. They actually bought tickets. Well, they bought flights about 6 hours after the Bulldogs won last week. And then we scrambled around and tried to figure out tickets, and we got tickets, and it was amazing. It was exactly what we all want. We all sat down yesterday, and we're kind of debating. If you got to pick, would you pick like close and then we win at the end, or would you pick like total blowout? And every one of us picked blowout, and it was so sweet.
Well, Kostaki, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Not everyone picked blowout. Are you familiar with Mattress Mack?
Oh, I am. What did he do?
Whoops. You want to tell him what Mattress Mack did?
Mattress Mack lost $3 million or something on the Horned Frogs. Yeah.
He's the famous gambler.
And the picture of him dejectedly somewhere in some, I think he was at SoFi actually in a box, and he's very, very sad about the whole thing. But I mean, he won, what was it, $75 million last year from the Astros winning the
so
World
he can
Series.
afford
So
$4
he's
million.
okay.
Still playing with house money.
Yeah, good point. Now, Kostaki, how often have you been to SoFi Stadium?
This was my third trip. I went to 2 Rams games this year, one on Christmas Day. I should tell you that story, by the way. I had a weird thing where I had a friend, a radio friend of mine in Pennsylvania. He's a lifelong Rams fan. He had tickets to the Rams on Christmas Day, and he had some family issues. He couldn't make the trip, so he sent me tickets. I had celebrated Christmas on December 22nd, so I was in. I was like, I already did Christmas, I'm free and clear. My ex was like, go, it's your birthday, go enjoy yourself. So then I have to figure out a friend to go with. So I call Augie Smith, right?
Yeah. Very fine comedian.
I love Augie. I haven't seen him in a while. He's got 3 very young children.
Yeah.
So
Right.
this is very unlikely, but I at least want to try. So Augie was like, yeah, actually my father-in-law's in town. Maybe we can get a ride to the stadium, blah, blah, blah. He goes, give me a few hours. I'm going to run it by the wife. If it doesn't go well, I might need a place to stay for a couple of days. So he texts me, nah, it's not going to happen. Let's hang out sometime soon. So I'm thinking, all right, Christmas Day, who's available? A Jew with no children, Dan Kaufman. You remember Dan Kaufman?
Dan, Fish and Paint.
Fish and Paint, of
Comedian
course.
Dan Kaufman, sure.
Dan was available, so Dan and I went to the Rams game. It was awesome.
Good.
Yeah. This game was way more fun. Oh, I cared so much about the outcome, and we destroyed them. I don't know if you saw.
did.
I don't know. It was so great.
And you pulled your quarterback for the fourth quarter, is that correct?
That is correct. How much flexing is that? When in the national championship game, you're like, we're gonna give the young kid a little time here. We're going to work on next year.
And they gave him a curtain call because he's graduated, obviously, and I don't know. I think he's listed as 5'11". He's 5'11" in the Georgia program. I'm not sure how tall he is in reality, but that's the big knock against him.
Now,
him right now to get to the NFL.
I couldn't see your shirt. Is that a fresh shirt from last evening?
Well, yeah.
This is actually a shirt from last year.
Yes, okay.
But I don't know if you heard about this. We're back-to-back champions. This never happened in the history of the college football playoff.
Didn't it happen 10 years ago with Alabama?
No, in the college football playoff system, it's never happened.
Oh, well,
Listen to the words, Tom.
Well, that's really splitting hairs.
No, it's not. It's the first time
this is the
back-to-back
new world.
champions in the college football playoff.
And how long has that system existed?
14, I think, 15, somewhere around in there.
Congratulations, Kostaki. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now,
Alabama did it in 2010 and 11. They won that.
Okay, all right. Well, Kostaki, now, have you prepared anything for your normal broadcast?
Yeah. I've got a few
Because,
NFL jokes here and there.
Kostaki has a feature he calls All Pro Lines. You can participate by going to your favorite social media platform and finding out what's going on in the world of professional football. And your thoughts, Kostaki?
The Dolphins, well, they barely squeaked into the playoffs. Kevin McCarthy had an easier path. You see, it was close.
Many votes before he became speaker, you see. Yikes.
Yeah.
Hey,
15 rounds.
Nothing
Speakers for my house.
Let's do some politics. How about that Dean Rusk?
Oh, yes.
I'll tell you what.
Every tweet from the last week.
Many concessions.
Really nice speakers at Best Buy. It only took me a day.
I used to go
More
to
concessions in a
Dean Rusk
soccer tournament.
Library.
Ooh.
When I was at the University of Georgia. I don't know if you heard, we're national champions again.
We got that.
There was some serious Pro Bowl level football on Sunday. And by that, I mean, some of those guys were putting in so little effort, you'd think it was a Pro Bowl. The Bills-Bengals game was officially canceled. Canceled? I can only assume some video surfaced of it making some gay jokes somewhere.
No, not that kind of canceled, Kostaki.
No. Oh, it's different?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The NFL officially declared the game a no contest. But this week's Chiefs-Raiders game was a contest. The Georgia TCU game contest? I don't think so. All right. The AFC Championship game could be played at a neutral site with no home field advantage. So, like a Chargers game, it's similar. Nobody's really.
That isn't fair, by the way.
I agree.
To the fans. That's just not fair.
Life's not fair.
No, it's not, is it?
No, that's just not right.
I agree.
But
here's the good news. Fans raised some $8-9 million in support of Demar's toy drive charity. Amazing.
That is.
Less amazing, Brett Favre tried to siphon it off to build a volleyball court.
Brett,
that's not what you're supposed to do.
At least it was going to be in Pittsburgh, at least.
I'm so glad this kid's okay. I mean, we've been getting good news about him every day. All of America's been rooting so hard for him. You'd think he was playing the Patriots or something. We really wanted him to win. The situation has really put things into perspective. It makes you think about what's really important, the health and safety of these kids who play, and that Skip Bayless is a douchebag. That's what we learned. These are the things we learned.
He's just raising questions.
Oh, no, Josh.
No, don't take his side on this.
Don't even
saying.
You are burning the bridge and the whole building down, aren't you? Boy.
Indianapolis passed on the NFL's offer, if needed, to hold the AFC Championship game because there's a volleyball tournament in town. Now, that sounds to me a little like I can't have to wash my hair tonight, which is true technically, but not really enough reason to say no to the thing. Mm-hmm. Are they just worried? Is Indianapolis worried they're going to show fans what two really good football teams look like?
Oh, there it is. There it is, Willie.
No. See, aren't you having fun laughing, though, Willie?
Honestly, buddy, give me that draft pick. Give me a couple years. Colts, I'm never going to die, baby.
No, I'm with you. I love that attitude. Eventually, it pays off. Look at me. Eventually, 40 years later, your team finally wins a thing. Oh, it's the best. All right. Let's close on this. Andy Reid said he'd play the AFC Championship game in a McDonald's parking lot. And if you look at the floorboard of his car, you'll see proof that he just
Thank you very much. Are you going to get to go back to bed, Kostaki?
I hope so. I'm a mess. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
Drink yourself plenty of fluids here for the next 10 minutes before you go.
I'm going to do
sleep.
my best. Did I mention that we're...
Yes, okay. Throw a towel on the bed so you can just pee in the mattress. Okay. Thanks, Kostaki.
Congrats. Thanks.
How about them dogs?
Yes. Hey, wait a minute. One more thing. I'm sorry, Kostaki. How much do I owe you for the ticket?
I was going to say, how much was your ticket?
Oh. You got off light, Tom. We got him for face value. It's about half what we talked about.
Oh, good. Well, you send me the bill, and then also, are you planning on going to the Super Bowl?
Look at him.
Are we going to send? Are we sending you and Willie to Arizona?
I think I'm available. Let me know. All right. Talk to my
I'm looking at your gigs.
Kostaki, don't make any plans right now. Okay, wait a couple days.
Yeah, don't make any big decisions right now.
Yeah, don't buy a car. Don't do anything right now.
Don't online shop.
Before you go back to sleep, call your ex. Okay, well,
give her a piece of your mind, Kostaki.
Yeah,
always good idea.
FaceTimer with no pants on. Okay, good.
No, do the drunk dial thing.
How about them dogs?
Okay, hang on,
baby.
Okay, chick.
Quite frankly, not enough drunk Kostaki.
Look, all Skip was trying to say, it was...
You're on the wrong side of it.
Oh.
The Chambers brothers?
Tinny or something.
They were famous for kind of a stoner classic, The Time Has Come Today.
Oh,
It's like
time has come today.
12-minute song with a lot of weird sound effects. Great stuff, though. But that's the song for SoFi for Chick McGee. Well,
early to mid-'70s was their big time.
Yeah. Now, we have, for Christy Lee, as you can hear, right over there at the news desk. What have we missed in the news, Christy?
As Christmas decorations are beginning to come down, I promise I'll get to it.
Oh, sorry. That's my fault.
Doctors are warning people against eating their Christmas trees. Yeah. An article published by The Guardian states some people are using the needles from their trees in infusions to make tea and to enhance various dishes and alcoholic beverages. However, Dr. Carla Robinson told WCNC Charlotte,
Careful.
Yeah. That's our motto. Careful.
That's not a tea.
Careful. And don't ask us what our airport code is.
Relax, okay? Take it easy over there, buddy.
Take it easy.
Before you continue, Christy, this is the second day that I've seen this thing about eating Christmas trees. And the first one was a real positive thing about how you could eat your Christmas tree, and they quoted all these chefs. Now, this is a physician saying, don't do it.
she says it's not a good idea to consume the one in your home. She said you don't know in many cases where your tree came from. You don't know if it was treated with any pesticides or chemicals that could potentially harm you if ingested. So I'm sure if you have a natural organic Christmas tree, it would be okay.
That is insufferable. A person that wants a natural organic Christmas tree, get out of town with that.
Yeah, but eating it seems like, how would you, I don't even understand how you would cook it.
It doesn't make any
The pine
sense.
needles, you would just use the needles.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
you like
You're not-
Adam.
Wouldn't
You're
they
not
stab you in the...
frying up the wood.
What are you making,
part.
homemade Tanqueray? Why do this?
People do it with, like, you make the steak, you get the rosemary,
Yeah,
and
you
you put it
stick
in the
the
butter, you
rosemary
baste
in.
it. You take a bit of the Christmas tree, put it in the butter, baste it a little bit.
Yeah,
It
it tastes like paraquat. Sorry.
if your tree's
Obscure Vietnam War reference.
Yeah. Good job.
If your tree was...
Is that the stuff that...
Killing the foliage.
Yeah.
Sprayed it.
I mean, what kind of horse's ass would eat their tree?
Hey,
Isn't today, Pat, you were telling me, like, officially, what is it?
It was the 6th, actually.
Oh.
A lot of people, I take mine down on the 2nd. How about you, the tree?
I haven't taken mine down yet. Oh.
It's
Oh, and you're past the
12 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it the 6th? Was the 12 day?
If you eat yours, you do that before you put it back in the box?
Yeah.
What about Happy New Year? Can we still say Happy New Year to people?
I do. Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
This week.
If you haven't seen them
this
yet.
week. I say.
Yeah, if you haven't seen them.
What if I haven't seen them and I know I have it for next week's first time I see them? Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I don't buy it.
It's January.
It's like 5 or 6 days on either side of one.
I'll fire off Happy New Year till probably Labor Day weekend.
No, you're wrong.
Let it last.
Labor Day weekend.
Really? All right. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Well, now...
Does Pat have a song?
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten, John?
Once again, does Pat have a song?
I had Korean ones.
Oh, you want to come back with that?
Sure. What do you got, Pat? Go ahead.
Do it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? I know what you're doing.
Today's Take Down Your Christmas Tree Day. We put it up months ago, I'd say. Put the balls in a box. Pack up the plushy elf that talks. Oh, today's Take Down Your Christmas Tree Day. The needles are on the floor and the tree is dry. It almost caught fire the night that we got high. The blow-up Santa's still on the lawn. All defeated, all deflated, the snowman's gone. Today's Take Down Your Christmas Tree Day. We can take it to a tree recycling center. Go ahead, scratch the floors. I don't own the place. I'm a renter. The decorations away. Christ, it's the 5th of May. Today's Take Down Your Christmas Tree Day. Woo,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
So January 6th was the 12th day.
Officially, yeah.
There's still some lights out there.
Yeah, I saw some on the way in.
Yeah, I know this because I've got my new drive.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Added what, about 10 minutes to your commute?
10? Oh, no, 30.
It's your decision.
Oh,
I mean,
my.
this was 100% your decision. Don't blame us for your...
I'm not saying
You should sleep here.
I've never seen somebody.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, why don't you just start sleeping
Just get
here?
a
That's
cot in your
great.
office.
Use warmer than.
Do you have a Christmas tree at that place?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you don't have to worry about taking it down.
That's
or eating it.
No, we won't be eating it. That's like the festive version of Tide Pods.
Yes.
I ate the Christmas tree. I'll tell you what, I crapped an ornament. Almost cut me up.
I was thinking about how crazy it is to eat your Christmas tree while I was feeding my cat the poinsettias. And it was one of those things.
Don't do that.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people in America eating. We can't get Americans to eat vegetables, let alone their Christmas tree. I don't think it's going to happen. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We want you to be at your best. You can do great things when you are at your best. And if life's getting you bogged down right now, or maybe you just feel overwhelmed. I know I do a lot. Maybe it's time to talk with somebody. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to, the better version of you. And BetterHelp is a great idea because, we'll put it this way, they've connected 3 million people with licensed professional therapists. And BetterHelp is convenient, secure, and accessible because it's 100% online. So you get the benefits of in-person therapy with a much more convenient situation. Give it a try. Find out what I'm talking about by going to BetterHelp.com/BT show. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. Like I said, convenient, flexible, affordable, and again, entirely online. You can do it with the camera on, the camera off. You can do it with texting if you want. Go back and forth with a therapist, a licensed therapist. And by the way, if you want to switch therapists, it can be done at no charge. So find out what I'm talking about and live a more empowered life. Therapy through BetterHelp can help you get there. The Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Visit them today at BetterHelp.com/BT show to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming up, there's not a merit badge for it, but the Boy Scouts had a marijuana encounter.
Yep.
Plus, a guy was using a mask, an unusual one, but he got caught. Oh. We'll find out why. This is the Bob and Tom.
This is Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show, reporting live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I may not know the most about Indy cars, but I know a thing or two about partying. And like the cool 65-year-old in the Coke lot told me, you cannot drink all day if you don't start in the morning. You can smell the Abercrombie cologne, Bud Light, and a little bit of that sweet, stanky weed. And I'm not certain who Molly is, but there's a lot of 22-year-olds that are looking for her. I'm pretty sure that's my friend Wade. He's rather large and he has shoulders like a firefighter, but I think he's an accountant. I don't know, honestly. I never asked him. We're out here checking out the best outfits at the track. I was expecting to see a Reggie Miller jersey, a Larry Bird jersey. This is another kind of light blue jersey, but it's an unknown player. Sir, what jersey is this?
It's a guy named Michael Jordan. Not sure if you ever heard of him before.
Michael Jordan, and he played for the Pacers, or?
I think he played for the Bulls, maybe.
All right, so you heard it here first. Michael Jordan might have played for the Bulls. It's going to be a long day at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so make sure you wear your short shorts. The legendary Snake Pit, where they play electronic music, also known as dubstep, also known as the thing that my dad hears when he says, "If this is playing, what are they playing in hell?" Hey, we're here live at the Snake Pit talking to our new friends. Guys, say hello. What's your names?
Cole.
We got Cole, and?
Name's also Cole.
Cole and Cole, really?
That is.
Really? Okay, watch out. Back up.
Gold.
I don't want to brag, but it looks like we've been coal mining, folks. Okay.
Yeah.
Two guys named Cole. Coal mining. How old are you guys?
23. 24.
How many beers have you had today?
23. About 24.
There we go. You can't get any better than that. I think they're liars, but they're playing ball, and I love that. Can you tell me about your outfit?
Oh, you know, Amazon keeps it clean. And you play some cornhole and somebody cuts your shorts off. That's where it's at.
Are you getting a lot of attention from the ladies in those things?
Yes. You would believe it.
This is May! Woo!
It's hard not to look at these young fans and think, never let go of this, you silly idiots. You never know when it's going to get ripped away from you and you have to go work on Sunday. When did you cut those sleeves off?
Look, you see here, cut these sleeves off about 12 years ago.
All right, we're here at Turn 4 with our new friend. Miss, what is your name?
Hannah.
Hannah, what went into your race day outfit today? So you have Crocs on?
I do have some Crocs. I have my IKEA bucket hat. That's pretty much it.
How do you feel about wearing open-toed shoes to what's been called the grossest event in the entire Midwest?
These are closed-toe shoes. I specifically specifically wore these so my toes are covered. I almost wore my Tevas.
Now with the IKEA bucket hat, do they just sell you the parts and you have to assemble it yourself?
No, you can buy it $2 at IKEA at limited availability.
Well, folks, you heard it here first. You can get it at IKEA. They also have great Swedish meatballs.
Europe this summer and plans to announce North American dates soon. And an estimated $1.1 billion Mega Millions jackpot drawing tonight has folks lined up at convenience stores nationwide to buy tickets in a long shot hopes of winning a massive prize. It seems no one can win the Mega Millions jackpot, and it keeps getting larger. The last time someone overcame the odds of 1 in 302.6 million and won the top prize was back on October 14th. Since then, there have been 24 straight drawings without anyone snagging the jackpot. Good luck. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
He's as cheap as he can be. Samples meant his lunch was free. Costco man ate free sausage and cheese balls. Who needs this many oversized cans? Nobody. Who needs this much peanut butter? Nobody.
Oh, that's so nice. So true.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
We have comedian Nick Griffin. Nick, you were saying that you were a communications major in college, but you have trouble communicating with people.
I think what my big problem is I don't care about the same things that other people care about, you know, and obviously I live in Hollywood and there's constant entertainment news, and you just, everywhere you turn, every little article in the grocery store line, Demi Moore, she has a career, 3 kids, and is going out with a 28-year-old hunk. How does she stay so fit? I don't know, she makes $10 million a movie. That might help. For that kind of money, she could hire a guy who did nothing all day but swat cookies out of her hand. Literally.
Oh, cookie.
Stop it. Stop it.
Get a whole nother guy for cakes and pies.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
They don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Yep.
And there's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, yesterday in the show, somehow we got all caught up and everything, and we forgot to do the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
That's right.
Wow, you should have seen
And we did one earlier.
We did one earlier, too.
Yeah.
Make up for that.
Yeah.
Gotta say, it was pretty flat.
Well, you know, if you're a vampire fan, you know.
Well, it felt pretty flat.
Ace is positive. In his head, there's vampire fans across the country laughing it up.
Yeah, I would
I'm a
disagree.
fan. I like what we do in the shadows.
Time for Ace to to redeem himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
Who's that sexy man in the voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I was out driving with the little woman yesterday. Oh. And she said, "You missed a right." I said, "Oh, you missed a right."
I love that.
We not explore it too much. Enjoy it.
Okay.
Patois, I suppose.
What are you laughing at?
That was funny.
That's a word. It's wordplay, chick.
Yeah.
There's nothing funnier than puns and wordplay. Boy, oh boy. Put me down for that.
Okay, let's get back to the news desk with Christy Lee. What have we missed over there?
Authorities in Oklahoma arrested a so-called porch pirate who was wearing women's underwear as a mask during alleged robberies.
Have you seen this guy? Did you look this up?
I did not look it up.
What an idiot.
Are they at least pretty?
He's wearing a red thong.
So you can see his whole face?
It's not helping at all.
The Tulsa Police Department said they received surveillance images of the man that street crimes officers recognized as a suspect from previous porch pirate cases. After locating him at his home, officers obtained a search warrant and took him into custody. In the social media post about the arrest, the Tulsa Police Department included the hashtag, "Panties are not a mask."
So he's like that that Batman villain. You don't remember Hane? I was born in the underwear.
I like that.
I was born.
No, they're just like skimpy panties, like a thong.
Huh. Really?
So it's very.
We have a rule that you don't say panties on the air anymore.
Okay.
Isn't that a rule?
I mean, if you're going to cover your face, I would think you'd go with like granny panties.
Something that's going to really cover the face.
In his defense, at least he has the thong part in the back, so he's got the bigger part in the front. But
the crotch area.
Yes, the crotch area.
Maybe he just likes.
Or is that the back area?
The thong?
No,
the thong would be thinner in the back.
The thong is in the back. This is part goes in your
turn it around.
in your crack.
It smell like booty.
That's where all the flavor is.
To breathe in. breathe in the booty.
You said it like a grandmother encouraging her kids to eat the crust.
That's right. That's where all the nutrients are.
They got the crust, huh? Yeah. Right. If they're crusty panties, yikes.
You know what's funny is they're baggy also. They are not tight around his head.
No.
They're just sort of loose.
I will say, as a woman, it does match his shirt.
That sure does, yeah.
Yeah, so with the pink eye he's going to get from the E. coli and the...
They're probably clean. Why would he wear dirty ones?
Why would you wear clean?
It's probably part of the thrill.
Opinions vary.
It's probably part of the thrill. He probably stole those panties.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe that's just all he had available.
Oh, that is a thrill, isn't it? When you're over at some woman's house and you reach into her hamper and you...
Yeah.
Oh! Sorry.
At some woman's house.
What's your rule when you're at the laundromat, Josh?
Free. It's a free-for-all.
Okay.
It's finders keepers.
Okay, you go in the dryer, and if they're in there, you take them out. Tuck them in your coat pocket like a nice handkerchief.
The rule is, these are mine now. Like a nice handkerchief. Oh, is that a new pocket square? No. Some strange lady's panties.
Is that an ascot? No. These are panties from the laundromat.
A man in Louisville, Kentucky has gone viral after creating a so-called Bean Club meetup on Reddit.
Really?
In late December, a Redditor who goes by the name Delicious Dog 6109.
Anybody came up to me and, yeah, I'm a Redditor. How quickly would I either kick them in the shins or just run away?
I like that you chose shin. That's very nice.
There's some quality Redditors out there.
I doubt
helping the world move forward.
Ruining.
Yes.
Do you ever get your porn on Reddit there, Josh?
No, I know.
You have porn on Reddit?
Yeah, you bet. There's a subreddit called like r/NSFW, and that's got cool stuff. There's a boob drop subreddit. There's a lot of cool stuff you can find on there.
I don't trust this.
Tom,
whatever it is.
Will you talk to your son?
He's got beers in the show.
To inform that there's millions of good Americans that love a good drop.
It's got to be. China is behind it. I'm sure. It's got red right in it.
Yeah, you're right.
They're trying to tell us.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. So this so-called Redditor created the Bean Club of Louisville?
Yes, he made a post in Louisville that read, quote, "Is anyone interested in meeting up at the walking bridge and eating some beans with me?"
No, we're not, you fart freak.
Bean Club meets at 7 p.m. I'll try and bring enough beans to share.
Oh, Bean Club.
Bean there or Bean Square.
Oh.
I was into
At least he's got a sense of humor.
That's funnier than any Ace Cosby joke. What are you talking about?
What about Ready, Set, Goya? Do you like that chick?
Goya. That's a brand of beans.
Brand of beans.
Yes, they're very good. Very good.
The man who only identified himself as Adam arrived with several cans of beans, and while only one other person showed up,
Yeah, some hobo.
interest he garnered online inspired him to keep Bean Club alive.
You want to cook those over?
Bean Club.
All right.
I'm not doing that.
Yo, aren't you?
No, I can't talk and push a button at the same time. What do you think I'm?
Someone else has got it.
multitasking? Is
Do you
not my
think
fault?
you could talk and do that for real at the same time?
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like I'd have to concentrate a little more.
I don't think so. Well, there are some times when you just have to, you know.
We do.
What?
After a follow-up
I don't know who's
post,
doing that, but when I find out, I'm going to congratulate them. They're
after a
geniuses.
follow-up post gained even more traction, he scheduled a second Bean Club meetup, adding that any leftovers would be donated to a food bank.
So the first Bean Club, there's two guys.
Yeah, he and one other person. According to
A
research,
food bank, beans. So homeless people walk in and go, oh, something different tonight. Oh, beans? I've had those my whole life. Can I get a steak?
What are you more apt to meet up for? Beans or a jackathon? Which?
Yes, the Louisville Jackathon Club meeting at the Walking Bridge.
Yeah, I mean Bean Club. Yeah.
we'll have more on the Bean Club when we come back. All right. There's more to the story.
Okay, well, I think we're going to have to hear from Beanie the mascot.
Yes.
When we
Matt,
come
do you have
back.
a song, a Bean song?
I do indeed.
All right,
When
got a
we
lot
come
of
back,
beans
we'll
coming
get
back.
a Bean song.
Yes.
The key of, oh, that one's really liquid.
I like it.
That's a dangerous one.
If Willie's hit it on the head, it gets funnier.
When we come back, once again, excuse me, we're once again taking the high road.
No, we're not.
The high road
not
to
during my
hell.
song.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say?
How's that sound? Well, that sounds very nice. Thank you. Haywood has his guitar out.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just getting ready for it.
Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig.
Everybody, here we go.
Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on a big rig. Okay, the even numbers.
This is an easy one.
Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, by 1.5. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, there's 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 18 wheels. We on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling.
Math is hard.
Okay, Roman numeral.
I'm here. I'm ready for this one.
All right, go.
Oh, there's I, V, 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 I, V, I, V, I, X, 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 I, X, I, X, I, X, I, V, X, V, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, wheels on a big rig.
Yes, very good.
Roman, 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 Roman. Okay, Roman numerals backwards. Here we go.
No.
Oh, there's XV, I, XV, I, XV, I, XV, X, IV, X, I, X, I, X, I, X, I, X, V, I, V, I, V, I, V, I, V, I, wheels on a big rig. And they're Roman, 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 Roman.
All right. Zowie.
The backwards one. The backwards Roman
That's
numerals.
impressive.
There's Ace Cosby telling a joke, little videos you can watch and spend time. It's a wormhole you go down you may not want to come out of. It's bobandtom.com. Check it out today, won't you? It should be on your favorites list, those things that you have, bookmarks, right? Bookmark bobandtom.com. You'll be glad you did. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things that you just may have missed. The latest in a relentless string of California storms is swamping roads, battering coastlines with high surf, turning rivers into gushing flood zones and forcing the evacuation of thousands in towns with histories of deadly mudslides. 14 people have died since the storms began last week, including 2 killed by falling trees. Forecasters expect the rain to continue through Tuesday after dumping up to 14 inches at higher elevations in central and southern California. The storm Monday prompted evacuation orders for 10,000 people along the central California coast, including the entire town of Montecito, home to Prince Harry and other celebrities, which saw 23 people killed in a mudslide 5 years ago. Stock markets mixed ahead of a U.S. inflation update. The traders hope will encourage the Federal Reserve to ease off of plans for more interest rate hikes. Shanghai and Tokyo rose. Hong Kong, Sydney retreated. Oil prices declined. Traders worry the Fed and other central banks that have hiked rates aggressively to cool inflation that's at multi-decade highs might be willing to tip the global economy into a recession. They hope Thursday's report on U.S. consumer prices will show inflation abating, reducing the need to slow economic activity any further. Warnings also coming for what look to be a lackluster corporate profits when reporting season begins Friday as companies contend with higher labor and other costs. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Biker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Has this ever happened to you?
Oh, my. Just look at that. What am I going to do?
What's wrong, honey?
Look in the mirror, all that gray. Boy, did it sneak up on me.
No, it didn't.
You mean it's been gray for a long time?
Only all of your life. Sweetie, your brain matter is supposed to be gray. Now close up your cranium and come to bed.
All right, dear. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you.
I totally agree.
Ha, 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 ha. If the top of your head is cushy and gray, hair color is not your problem. Remove that hatchet from your skull. Say hello to your Sarah Bella.
Oh, dear, you've got a little gravy on your blouse from dinner.
Oh, honey, that's not gravy. That's part of my frontal lobe.
Ha, 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 ha.
Just for morons. From Friggamall Industries. Ask for it by name.
What the hell?
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Comedian Bruce Clark is our guest.
How about that Pictionary? You ever play that game?
Pictionary?
Sure.
Yeah. We almost got in a fist fight over that, didn't we, Chick?
Yeah, we sure did.
And you play with your friends, they're always drunk, too. You know, all your buddies are always loaded up. Playing there. I get this phrase, I draw it, they're, hey, how about a guy frying his own penis? How about that? What the hell's the matter with you?
That's in Pictionary.
Idiot. It's Peter Pan, you idiot. Right in front of you here, you moron.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're
Home show pricing right now.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold. Hello.
Good morning, man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, we were discussing something that happened on Reddit.
Wait, the way you say that.
With a Redditor.
Bean Club.
Called Bean Club in Louisville. This guy posted a thing on Reddit, and he wanted people to join
Meet
the
him
Bean
on the
Club.
walking bridge, yeah.
So the first meeting, one person showed up.
Oh. Yes.
But they want to keep Bean Club alive.
So after a follow-up post gained even more traction, he scheduled a second Bean Club meetup.
Well, that's how these clubs work, right?
Any leftovers would be donated. Yeah, you got to start somewhere,
Yes,
right?
you shouldn't be discouraged.
Yeah, so according to the recent Reddit posts from Delicious Dog 6109, several more people showed up, and they ended up donating more than 40 cans to the Newburgh Community Center. He said the club, which is now growing in numbers, will meet on the first Thursday of every month.
Wow.
They could do some variations on it.
Oh, really?
For stoners, they could do Baked Bean Club.
Oh, yeah.
Get baked, eat beans, and then see what happens.
We could do a second meeting for stoners after the refried Bean Club.
These are all great.
That would be on Fridays, and it would be re-Fridays.
Very good, very good.
The sincerity and seriousness, the way you said that, I really got a kick out of it.
It doesn't specify what kind of beans they are. They could be from coffee beans to baked beans.
Oh, I don't think jelly beans would be allowed.
Why not? They're beans.
They're beans.
Well, I don't know that they're a proper legume.
Oh, no one said it had to be legumes. It's just a bean club. The larger point here is, yesterday at lunch I had lima beans.
Ugh.
You did?
You're the one.
Love lima beans.
You chose those.
You picked that.
Oh, yeah.
I like them in mixed vegetables. I don't like them alone.
So you were in a restaurant that offered lima beans.
Went to the cafeteria.
Ah,
My favorite spot. Makes me feel young again.
Why don't you call me when you... You know I live 2 minutes from that place.
Oh, maybe me and Willie could eat lunch there today.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Doing lunch today?
I'll just stay at home and have a
cafeteria.
peanut butter sandwich.
I tried calling you yesterday, Pat. You didn't answer the phone. Thanks for calling me back.
So who won? Who won the lunch lottery with you yesterday?
I ate by myself.
No way.
Very nice.
I'm not buying that.
I had to be somewhere. But lima beans were the best, which reminds me, of course, of Lima, Ohio, and their famous mascot. We discovered years ago with a Christy Lee news story. We learned about Beanie.
When it came to choosing a mascot, the city of Lima picked a natural. By unanimous vote, the 9-member city council Monday hired a lima bean to represent the city at parades, ribbon cuttings, conferences, and other public relations events.
A guy in a suit as
This
a lima
won't
bean?
be just any high-fiber, low-fat legume. No, the character representing the city will be named Beanie, a 6-foot-tall lima bean that wears a red baseball cap.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Beanie the Lima.
Well, thanks for calling, Beanie. We asked our producer to set this up for us. You're calling just in time. We just saw the piece about Lima, Ohio, where you are now the city's official mascot.
Yep, that's right. I just got this thing.
Beanie? Beanie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Now, I understand that you're approximately a 6-foot-tall lima bean.
I'm sorry.
Couldn't hear you.
I said,
Can you speak up
Beanie,
a little, Tom?
I understand that you are a 6-foot. Are you in a car?
No.
I'm hearing some Now, Beanie.
Hey, go on a minute.
What?
Honey, you like the match? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are you in an industrial park?
Right here now.
Well, Beanie, before you were selected to wear the costume, were there any particular qualities that you had to have to reflect?
Well, I found that.
Beanie?
Hang on. I'm sorry, I forgot the question. One of the main requirements. Yeah, you got to be athletic.
I see. Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, because you probably have to do stunts and stuff. Do you do any tricks? You do some running or jumping in your bean suit?
Oh, well.
Uh-huh.
Right times I find I end up just, just farting around the house.
Thank you, Beanie. Beanie, the mascot, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the Bean Club of Louisville, and meeting. What is it every Thursday? What is it again?
The first Thursday of every month.
Good.
On the walking bridge.
Enjoy those beans.
Yes.
All right. And the after effects.
Yeah,
they can be quite pleasing.
Fun group.
Fun group.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time. Once again, Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Oh, you know what I forgot?
Pat has a song, remember?
That's what he forgot about.
We got a Beanie song?
Do we have time?
Sure,
Yeah,
we have plenty of time.
I don't like the beans of the chili, Tom.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, that's a weird thing. I get is Texas chili the famous chili without beans? Is that correct?
I always put beans in my chili.
It's
You
the
don't?
real Mexican chili. Texas is typically con carne, but they do have some bean chili also.
Okay.
I always heard that bean chili was cursed, so I went to Cabo and prepared for the worst. I like jalapenos and cilantro, my friends, but I'll never eat beans in chili again. Well, I learned a big lesson from a small bowl of hell. The beans, they expanded. I started to swell. I blew up a bathroom, forced an air place to land. I'll never eat beans in chili again. I'll never eat beans in chili again. I should be ashamed. My odor offends. My butt is beat red like a baboon's rear end. I'll never eat beans in chili again. Now they're passing the ladle. Everyone slurps. Chico's farting. Maria, she burps. My belly starts rumbling. It's Montezuma's revenge. I'll never eat beans in chili again. I'll never eat beans in chili again. I crop dusted the church. El Chapo attends. What I thought was just gas is a solid, my friend.
Oh.
I'll never eat beans. Little sound effect from Chimp Chick playing on the... I'll never eat beans in chili again. In the thinker position, my ass on the can. I broke down and had beans in my chili again. All right, very nice.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, we had a winner in week 18 of our special pigskin pick'em competition.
Oh, yeah?
And I forgot to mention it. It's Robert Hatton.
Hi, Robert.
From Cincinnati, Ohio. I'll take Rob Hatton.
All right, sir.
Little tribute. Robert, congratulations. He's the final winner of this season's regular season Big Green Egg Mini Max competition. He wins himself, of course, the Big Green Egg Mini Max. He got 15 of 16 correct. It was a two-way tie. And Robert won with the tiebreakers. So congratulations. We had winners from all over the country this season, so it was sure fun. I believe Robert will be our guest tomorrow. We'll talk to Rob Hatton during the shoe-in of the week.
What the hell's wrong with you right
now? Singing the I'll Take Manhattans. With Chick McGee, it'll be the shoe-in of the week. Picks for all those playoff games coming up this weekend. And you're picking them all, is that correct? Is that not the tradition of the shoe-in?
Yeah, that's a rumor.
Okay, well, we'll certainly look forward to it.
Exciting
See
stuff.
your enthusiasm.
Good stuff.
Congratulations once again, Robert Hatton of Cincinnati. One of 4 winners from the state of Ohio.
Ah.
What is it, Chick? Oh, on the edges. What is that again?
Round on the end. Say it.
Round on the end.
High in the middle.
Ohio. Okay, thank you very much. I was close. Now, Christy, what have we missed over there?
A trailer that was used by a Boy Scout troop in West Linn, Oregon to transport camping gear was stolen in August.
Camping gear?
Camping gear.
They were camping. It was very special.
Well, it's been found, not with camping gear.
They can camp again?
But with 250 pounds of marijuana inside.
Cool.
The troop scoutmaster said the trailer was worth about $2,500 and had $3,000 worth of camping and backpacking gear inside.
Camping? There's no room for piat and camping.
It's all
Can't smoke piat.
You get deep in camp.
It does not get funnier than that.
The marijuana is
camping.
worth about $800,000, according to police.
The marijuana was worth almost $1 million.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's nice.
That's like 4 bags of that popcorn they sell.
Yeah, no joke.
The pricey.
Yeah, maybe they'll be selling
Take
that.
a loan out to go to the moon.
Proud of that selling baggies of pot in front of Kroger. I got my bong building merit badge.
They sure are proud of that popcorn.
Hey, what is this? Magic?
These campfires are sure a lot more fun when you're passing a J.
Don't get me started on the weed blows.
Oh, the weed blows. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, obviously, the Boy Scouts turned the pot into the
Into
authorities. Well, the authorities.
Into cash. Wow.
Well, that's very nice. I'm glad they recovered their equipment and their camping stuff, and the pot. This was in Oregon.
Oregon, yes. Pot's legal there, yes.
Pot legal there? Yeah.
Oh, really? The whole state?
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, they don't just make it
Just
county.
They don't?
Just in Bend.
No, like the leftmost quadrant.
Yeah. They don't go block by block?
When they find it like this, do they have to destroy it? Because it's not whatever supervised
I
official.
think they'd be able to sell it to a state where it's legal or whatever, yeah.
Well, it is legal there, so why
But I'm
can't
just
they
saying
just resell it?
Oh, yeah.
Because maybe they don't know what the ingredients are or something. I don't know. Maybe you have to have like organically grown. I think that Jim Belushi, if I'm not mistaken, is I know he's got a pot farm. I think it's in Oregon, isn't it? Anybody know?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's cool. You think if your brother died from drugs, you wouldn't go ahead and sell some.
Well, that's
isn't that fascinating?
fair.
Yeah. Well, it's truly a gateway to other drugs. But good job, James.
Really, that's your
way to honor your bro.
Okay.
What is wrong with you this morning?
So far you're
in so much trouble today.
So now we have. You better have somebody else start your car.
Well, you better block your email.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
My brother Kurt Cobain, yeah, I went ahead and opened a shotgun store. Isn't that something? Yeah. You know, to honor him.
Are you happy now? Right now, we'll change the topic. Coming up.
I think Girl Scout cookie season kicks off today. Your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
But you can only get the raspberry, the nude flavor online, I think.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard that.
There's a raspberry cookie this year.
The Do-si-do.
No, that's not a raspberry.
No.
Do-si-do is peanut
It looks
butter,
like
isn't
I guess it was on the TV. It looks like a Thin Mint, only it has raspberry filling, I guess. But you have to order it online.
Wow.
Trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Okay, all right. Right now, speaking of food, I want to talk about what's going on at HelloFresh. They've got their best offer ever.
HelloFresh.
They have cranked it up a lot. HelloFresh, of course, they send you the food. It's fresh, and they've done the measuring. They've done the shopping. Every week, more than 35 recipes to choose from. And it's not really recipes because they send you the cards. They send you the food. You put it together. And right now, they've got some great new stuff ready in just 15 minutes, like the falafel bowls or Southwest pork and bean burritos. Get stuff together. Be great for date night, great for working with the kids, teaching you about how to cook. And again, they've saved you a ton of time and a ton of money because they're buying in bulk and you are putting it together and having a fun time. So here's what we're talking about. Winter Warmers, a collection of globally inspired recipes featuring seasonal produce and premium protein. Eating well on top of mind, of course, in this brand new year. So the produce travels from farm to your door in less than 7 days, so you know it's fresh. Have some fun. HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. I'll explain why the 22 in a second. Willie, what you cooking over there?
Yeah, check these out. The saucy pork burrito bowls with cilantro rice, charred poblano, salsa fresca, and smoky crema. HelloFresh sends you 9 ingredients. If you want, swap out the ground pork for ground turkey with their Hello Custom feature. You put this together 6 steps, just over a half hour. These delicious burrito bowls that you made at home with help from our friends at HelloFresh.
Restaurant quality food, and they've done 90% of the work. Sign up today. 22 free meals. This is a brand new offer. 22 free meals plus free shipping. The code is BTShow22 from the Bob and Tom program. HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. Once again, the code BTShow22. HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. Coming up, we have something interesting involving one of your favorite topics, Josh, UFOs.
Yep.
Oh.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You mentioned WVON.
Yeah, that's where my dad worked when he started in radio.
You know, everything in the world is not based around Chicago. Did you know that?
I know that. I was just trying to have a nice conversation with my friend Roy Wood Jr.
I can't tell you how wrong you are about all of that.
I know Chicago is not the end-all and be-all of everything.
That's not true. But it's close.
And what Roy doesn't know about me is that I'm a White Sox fan. And so he and I had some other things to discuss.
You know what's funny is that I found out from black people in Chicago that there are not a lot of black Cubs fans because the Cubs are on the north side, the whole racial divide in the city. And I went to Chicago and yay, Cubs! And black people were just like, what? Did you just say go Republicans? I'm
White
like,
Sox,
no.
White Sox are our South Side team. I'm a South Side guy. And I'm very proud of the ethnic diversity of our fandom. It's really good.
The Cubs had a black guy with a Jerry curl. It doesn't get more progressive than that. Have the White Sox had any Jerry curl players?
How are you?
Maybe Sammy Sosa.
How's it going? Sammy Sosa was a White Sox first.
He went Rangers, White Sox, Cubs.
Foot behind his head. I don't know how this. Well, I know how it started. Christie did it first, and evidently Roy has said that he can do it. Did
General
you say he could do
manager.
it?
Yeah. I can do this. Take this, Christy. This is me. Leg behind the head.
When I hear the snap, I'm calling 911.
Maybe you should get on the floor and try it.
Hold my leg.
Okay, I got it.
And then I'm going to go under. No, that ain't. Okay. No. Whew. Stretch my ass.
I don't think that qualifies as a success.
How about putting my leg behind your head?
Well, now it's gotten.
That could work. We could work that out, probably. Work it out. I mean, my leg behind your head.
No.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Maybe if you would sing it like we could understand it.
You know what I just remembered? There are people listening.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're wrong. There were.
Maybe we
should do the show for others.
Are we counting Shook Me All Night Long?
We really are just sitting.
Yeah.
We're at lunch right now.
I thought we were catching up. I was having fun.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a hot pocket, so you know where I'm going.
When your horse says run its very last race and there's nothing left to do, giddy up, giddy up. We don't think it's very good taste to turn him into glue. Giddy up, giddy so up. If your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, giddy up, giddy and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony.
Now, when you come into any participating Burger Pony restaurant and order our Swale in a Pail, every kid in your group will receive a free Hot Fudge Sundae Silence. And don't forget our Clint Eastwood Western Spaghetti. And our delicious burgers, including the Daily Double and the Triple Crown. And remember our motto, if we're not in your neighborhood yet, your neighbors have probably passed a petition.
So if your horse has lost his stuff and his legs aren't thin and bony, and if his meat ain't very tough, then he comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony. Comes to Burger Pony.
Hey,
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
He's at the sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, we were talking about the Bean Club.
Mm-hmm.
Bean Club.
Remember, the first rule of Bean Club is don't talk about
Bean.
Thank you very much.
That's the second rule.
No,
I think that would be the first.
You can't leave till you know.
Okay, I'm sorry I brought it up. We do have, off the air, we got talking about Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
Because we were talking about this story in which the Boy Scouts had some stuff stolen in Oregon, some trailer, I guess, and a bunch of gear. And when they found the trailer, it was full of $800,000 worth of marijuana.
Right.
But they will not be bagging that and selling it in front of Kroger.
No.
No, they will not.
Okay,
But I guess today is the kickoff for Girl Scout Cookie Time, and as Chick mentioned, they do have a new flavor this year. It's called Raspberry Rally.
Wow.
Thin, crispy cookies infused with raspberry flavor dipped in chocolatey coating.
But they've dumped the classics?
No, they have the classics, but they've renamed them.
Why?
Like Samoas are now Caramel Delights.
Dumb.
Do-si-dos are peanut butter sandwich.
Well, knowing people these days, they're going to sue because they're not actually from Samoa.
Oh, good point.
Oh, good point.
Tag-alongs are now the peanut butter patties. Trefoils is the only one that is renamed. It's remained the same name. Yes, thank you.
Thin Mints are now known as peppermint patties, and you can buy them at any softball game.
Actually, Thin Mints do have their same.
Very funny.
But they
did not
have a
get the
lot.
laugh at dessert.
Did you know they have?
He got the laugh at absolute.
Time now for a very special treat, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at the big screen to my left.
What?
That's right.
It's Tuesday.
It's Jeff Oskey with a special edition of News We Failed to Mention.
This should say it all.
Nobody asked for it. No one wants it. And not a single listener is tuning in just for this. But here it is anyway. The midweek edition of Failed to Mention News. Now here's your host, Jeff Oskey.
Very nice.
That's right. A lost wedding ring was found 20 years later, stuck in a toilet. What you failed to mention, usually you're worried about it leaving a green ring around your lady's finger. Speaking of Girl Scout cookies, I think you guys will remember last year, they were robbed outside of a Hy-Vee, $200 stolen from the Girl Scouts. What you failed to mention, at $5 a box, who's robbing who, ladies? A cow was rescued twice in 24 hours. What you failed to mention, bovine sounds more like bofine. New York has legalized human composting. What you failed to mention, and you thought your compost pile stunk before. Has anyone turned over grandma and the banana peels this week? There's a new Friends creamer on the market, a coffee creamer based on the hit TV show from the late 90s. What you failed to mention, not to be outdone, this spring, another 90s TV hit show, Frasier, will be launching an all-new line of Frasier airbags. Hoping to get them into cars by next year. Yes, he hit something about 20 years ago, driving drunk.
Obscure.
I'm glad we did this midweek edition.
Was there a vote?
No, there was not. A man bit another man's nose off during an altercation on a golf course. What you failed to mention, the guy finally gets a hole-in-one, and it's in his face. Just to let you know, this Saturday night, I will be at the Yellow and Company in Mahomet, Illinois this Saturday. What you failed to mention, there's only less than 12 tickets remaining, so get your tickets today.
All right.
Good for
And
you.
finally, we had someone write in yesterday with Tom's most used phrases on air for last year. What he failed to mention, here are some of Tom's most used words and phrases used
off air. I got absolutely no sleep last night. Well, look at you, while shaking his head disapprovingly. Hey, good job. You only messed up twice. Just so you know, that's not how you pronounce that. No one was even paying one bit of attention.
Yep.
Not to one-up you, and then continues to one-up you. My favorite, she sounds like a lovely woman.
That's great. You're nailing it.
You got all that good hair, and that's what you decided to do with it? Here's one. Luckily, I have Kelly, or I don't know what I would do.
Oh, that is sweet.
See, I got you, Tom. And finally, well, that's because he's a moron. And I've been Jeff Oskey, and this has been the midweek news that we failed to mention.
Very nice.
Like this new feature.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's off on Friday?
Yeah, I didn't get the Frasier joke either. Sorry.
I didn't watch Frasier. I'm kind of watching it now, and
boy, he nailed the things you say off the air, though.
Boy, he did.
Funny.
By the way, he has a great book. By the way, Kelsey
he does.
Grammer.
You know what you say to me all the time? It just popped in. Are you all right?
Oh,
yeah.
I hate that.
Not really caring. He just wants to know. You know.
Oh, I think that's nice, right?
I just asked, knowing I might have to make a phone call and get somebody in here.
Is that right? And then he found out Oskey could do it. So, yeah, he's here anyway. So, yeah.
Very convenient.
Yeah, take a month. Take a month. Relax. Take a month.
Deep bench. That's what I like to do.
Deep bench.
I get nervous when he tells you to take a day
I
or
know,
two
that
off.
is always sort of
Why?
He does throw
If you
that
need any
out
time
a lot.
off, why don't you take March and April? Huh? What? No, we're just trying some
Go
things.
fishing. Go fishing for a month.
You get
By March and April, I mean come back next March and April.
Do you have a calendar? Okay. We got to look that up. Once again, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. We've missed a couple things. I talked about this Ronzoni star-shaped pastina, and you guys seem to be...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm not too sure.
I've heard tell of it, and I guess it's one of those niche things, but yeah. And I know they're stopping making it, I guess is the big
And people are devastated, Chick, apparently.
Right.
Pasta fans devastated by the news that Ronzoni will be discontinuing its beloved star-shaped pasta.
Now, are they still selling their pot leaf shaped pastafarian?
The company made the announcement this week in an Instagram post.
I think it was your halting manner in which your pot leaf.
Attributing the decision to a long-term supplier that said it would no longer be able to make Ronzoni pastina.
Why don't they make it themselves?
That's what I want to know.
I don't get this.
Ronzoni said, quote, "We searched extensively for an alternative solution, but we were unable to identify a viable option to make pastina in the same beloved small shape, size, and standards you've come to expect from Ronzoni." Well, I don't expect anything because I've never had it.
Fine, very fine pasta. I just don't understand why they can't.
Why don't they make their own?
I'm Ron from Ronzoni.
Yeah, exactly. Ronzoni sounds like a lesser birthday party magician. Hey, Ron. No, it's Ronzoni. Yeah.
Let me pull a quarter out of this kid's ear. Hold still, you
Christy,
little brat.
can you read the actual headline? I think that's what struck me.
The actual headline?
Yeah.
Foodies left devastated that Ronzoni will discontinue its beloved star-shaped pastina.
I can't imagine a true foodie going, I'll tell you what, I heard they're closing that restaurant in, where is it, in Oslo?
No, it's in Denmark.
The Denmark restaurant's the best restaurant in the world. They're
No,
closing
no.
it. And then that and the devastating news that Ronzoni's discontinuing the star-shaped pastina. I don't see a foodie really being...
Yeah, my chicken and star soup will never be the same.
No, but this is fun for kids. I mean, what's left? Let me think. Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Right? They got the stars. And
Green Heart.
Campbell's chicken and star soup.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, right?
Right.
Where's Campbell's getting the stars?
Yeah, why couldn't they get them from wherever Campbell's gets their stars?
Yeah. Start your own factory. Maybe this is...
I didn't know what pastina meant. Did you know what that means?
I assume it means like a little...
Little pasta.
Little teeny
Little pasta.
So they're tiny stars? Why don't they get other tiny stars like Peter Dinklage or Vern Troyer on their pasta?
Well, Peter's available.
There are other companies that make stars.
Yeah.
There are? So this is a lie.
Wait a minute. Hey, an expert's raised his head. Okay, all right. Yeah.
Ace is a connoisseur of shaped pastas.
No,
it starts and ends with SpaghettiOs, right?
Well,
again, foodie's very upset about that.
It's more of a storable foodstuffs, I think. That Ace is an expert on.
Is the SpongeBob mac and cheese still available?
I have no idea. I don't.
Must be.
Okay.
Why?
I'm just asking. I'm curious.
You never watched SpongeBob.
Oh, I'm sure his kids enjoy it.
Yeah.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, they could get Patrick Star from SpongeBob and they can make star
right.
pasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I know all about that. What is it?
Maybe we should have our cook, Jessica Hooker, whip up some star-shaped pasta for us.
What? What is she going to do? Have like lasagna noodles and then just cut little stars out of them?
You know, actually, what they do, you know that little stars do come from the leftover pasta. That's where they started doing this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The little scraps.
You know what's going on in Tom's brain right now?
Well, how long could it take you to cut stars out of lasagna?
Where do you get a tiny little cutter like that?
You use an X-Acto. This is America. You manufacture one. Come on.
Christy, I bet you've got a
good old American
tiny little cutter, don't you?
American. Yeah.
Birthday.
Careful,
Cookie
Ace.
cutter, is that what we're talking about?
By Ace, I mean him, not you, Ace. You've already got, as far as I can tell, you're on third base right now, about to slide into unemployment. as the umpire goes, cancel.
You know what?
But that isn't the best shaped pasta, of course. Remember, we had the news story about the team that developed the perfect shaped pasta for holding the sauce.
The tastes entirely different than all other pastas.
Delightful. It holds
Even
the
though
sauce. It's fantastic.
Made out
Tastes exactly like every other pasta. They
I
all
get in
taste
the same argument with you.
Flour and water. And could be paste or pasta. It's the same thing.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
Tortellini is anus-like, isn't it?
Yeah.
In shape or flavor?
Well, I think it's marginally popular. I can't imagine if it tastes like anus, it'd be popular at all.
No, do you remember the someone said phallus-shaped little, remember those?
Oh, really?
Yes. Phallus-shaped pastas, absolutely.
Oh, boy.
Or that'd be Ron Boney, I think would be. Okay, well,
Roswell, New Mexico is hosting 2 big UFO-themed events next year.
I want to go.
Not sure if they have star-shaped pasta, but the Roswell Daily Record does report the city has negotiated to host the second annual UFO Expo this spring. The 3-day event, previously held in Florida, the extraterrestrial extravaganza, set for March 10th to the 12th, includes a film festival, cosplay, panels on UFOs, and live music.
Many good people.
The city also holds UFO festivals every summer. Roswell hopes the events will complement each other and they'll draw in twice as many tourists.
So that's the place to do it. It makes sense.
Yeah, of course it does. It doesn't make sense in Florida.
Well, Florida has kind of an area, though, down there, the Bermuda Triangle and all that.
Well, there's that. Yeah, you're right.
Weird stuff going down there, too.
And you can go to Disney World and stuff while you're down there. That'd be fun. I'm not sure what else you can do in Roswell. I know they have I saw the promote. You see the promotional video that
I did not.
Yeah, you walk in, they've got the booth with a very realistic UFO-style anal probe.
The line for that is surprisingly long. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think people at this thing make fun of the Bigfoot losers?
Hey, look at this idiot wearing a Sasquatch shirt.
You'd love that, Josh.
Yeah, I would. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Got the cryptozoology stuff going on, and I think it'd be big fun for you. You could give us a full report from...
Or you go to Roswell, and it's only 2 hours to Alamogordo, where the Trinity site is. You go,
wow.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell's that?
That's the
bomb.
The bomb.
July 16th, 1945. The sun rose twice that day.
You know what's coming this summer?
Oppenheimer.
The movie Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Kablooey.
White Sands is a really creepy area, too, down there. It's it's very weird.
It's real white.
New Mexico's a fascinating state.
I love it. I love it.
I do, too.
Wasteland.
You ever
America's
go to
wasteland.
Gallup?
No, it's not. I've been to Gallup.
America's Wasteland.
Four Corners.
That is not their state slogan. I think it's beautiful.
It is.
You've been to Gallup?
Yeah.
Did you see the poll?
I did see the Gallup poll.
Do you walk while you're there? Do you gallop?
Yeah, you kind of gallop.
It's like a totem pole of cryptozoology and the UFO guy, then the Bigfoot.
Did anybody ever, as a kid or at any other time, like the little horses on a stick, the horse head on a stick, galloping around the house on one of those? Who liked that?
Oh, no.
I did
like a crap toy.
Remember the duck on a stick with the paddle leg?
I didn't mind. I like the duck on it.
I liked the bubblegum machine you'd push and it would...
Yeah, I like that too, the popper.
Yeah.
And I also am a big fan of a shark head on a stick with the trigger.
Oh,
that's fun.
That's a real
or a
good...
T-Rex. Yeah,
Yeah, you outgrow everything.
I've not outgrown the shark on a stick.
Okay.
That's how I talk to people who come
There's
to my door.
an Instagram site called Shark Puppet, and he just screams. I can't explain it, but it's hilarious.
Sounds good. Right now, you can explain to me the sound that you're making through those beautiful Raycon earbuds.
Yes, I can. The new year is here, and you know earbuds are going to be even more indispensable in 2023. And what are the best earbuds? Well, you know the answer to that. They're Raycons. The everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever with the gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. Yes, those fit every ear ever made. 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and priced just right. You get quality audio at about half the price of other premium audio brands. 3 customizable sound profiles. Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now, and we have a deal for you. 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom to score 15% off your Raycon purchase. They have all sorts of audio merchandise there at raycon.com/Tom. Once again, 15% off your Raycon purchase. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom.
Hey, can you get Kostaki on the phone again?
No, he's sleeping.
Oh, Georgia just scored again. When we come back, we'll have more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
King Shark. When Charles was a young prince, he never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Chuck. The Queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. The Queen, she had her corgis. Chuck, Chuck. Prince Andrew had his orgies. Chuck, Chuck. He's wild, that brother Andy. King Chuck, Chuck. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved from good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies. King Chuck, Chuck. And dressing up for ceremonies. King Chuck, Chuck. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. King Chuck, Chuck. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule, cause he's got the family jewel. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. King but all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck. Couldn't wait to get his hands on Horny Chuck. Said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long, we'll have to write another song. King will.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Stetson Bennett IV threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for 2 scores in the first half as number 1 Georgia demolishes number 3 TCU last night at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, 65-7, to become the first team to win consecutive college football playoff national championships. From the NFL, doctors who treated Demar Hamlin say the Bills' safety moved to a hospital in Buffalo yesterday to continue his recovery. It is an uplifting sign of remarkable progress. Hamlin has made a week after going into cardiac arrest, having to be resuscitated on the field during a game against the Bengals in Cincinnati. NBA winners last night: New Orleans, Boston, Milwaukee, Memphis, Denver, and Sacramento. And NHL winners all in regulation: the Flyers, Seattle, Nashville, and the Kings. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Joel Lindley is our guest. Now, do you drink at all?
I do drink.
Really? But that's got to be scary.
I went to buy beer the other day, and you know they sell non-alcoholic beer, right? Which is a good idea. But did you know they sell it by the keg?
I did not.
What kind of a loser consumes a whole keg of non-alcoholic beer? I mean, if you don't drink, fine. You know, have no duels, but you know, don't do funnels. What are you going to brag to your friends the next day? Oh, dude, you should have been there. I mean, we were pounding that keg till 4 in the morning. I was so bloated. Then I drove everyone home.
Cool. Yeah. There's a gigantic warehouse of stuff I don't get. And they serve non-alcoholic beer there.
Yeah. You know what? Another thing I don't understand? Hooters has food to go. Who the hell's that for?
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, padoom, padoom. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's the voice of Chris Porter. I knew he'd weigh in with something important. Chris Porter, comedian. Now, do you get back to Kansas City often? Or are you?
I get back to Kansas City. I was back last April for a wedding. Okay. And through a bunch of weird experiences, I've become friends with Justin Verlander. He's a pitcher for the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
At the time, he was pitching for the Tigers. They were in town playing the Royals, but they had a night off, so he and I went out and had a couple of drinks. And he said, no, watch this. He calls the waiter over. He goes, who's that chick? And he goes, well, I don't know who the chick is, but everyone at that table's Mumford & Sons. He sends them a bottle. They come over. Turns out it's not Mumford & Sons. It's just Ann's Sons. Oh. Mumford wasn't there. I don't know where he was. I assume he was back at the hotel writing a song that at some point goes,
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer. And that,
oh, my
that's
God.
Heavy.
Yes,
that's a heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening.
Hi. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I swear, I think I'm getting sick, Tom.
Oh. He won't be here tomorrow, I guarantee it.
Christy Lee at the news desk. You don't know that. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick, I hope you don't get sick. I hope
Me too.
You feel well. I don't like when my buddy's down under the weather.
Got a stoner.
We'll bring you some chicken soup.
Friends.
With stars.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. Shut your dirty mouth. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Dear Stoner and Fatso Show.
Yeah, that's us.
Hey, how are you?
James writes, the best...
Tell me about it, Jamie.
The best... It's not Jamie, it's James.
I said Jamie.
The distinguished James
I know
writes...
my fat cheeks. It's hard to talk.
The best stoner meal is a frosted Pop-Tart of the fruit variety and make a peanut butter sandwich out of it. Oh,
Really?
That sounds good. It's kind of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but with
Oh,
a
yeah. I guess
crispy
that's right.
Pop-Tart crust.
Didn't we have a massive debate on the show one morning about butter on Pop-Tarts?
I'm very pro butter on Pop-Tarts.
Are you microwaving it at all?
No, you toast it and then put butter on it.
I am pro butter on virtually everything.
Even the frosted Pop-Tarts you butter.
You put butter on the frosted ones?
Absolutely. Yes.
Wow.
Do you butter the bottom or the frosted part? Because
the frosted part, and it will drip off, but that's part of the delight.
Well, you get to slurp a little bit of action.
Nothing wrong with some counter butter.
I'm going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Wouldn't you put the butter on the non-frosted part so it would seep into the tart?
Right.
The tart?
Well,
I mean, your logic is
if you
dead on.
toasted it, that you can't hold it upside down, or the
frosting's
going to drip.
You got
off.
to
No, the frosting doesn't drip. Yeah.
No.
It's like painted on there.
You obviously have never had a
I
Pop-Tart.
don't know what that frosting
You raise a good point. I've never had a Pop-Tart, but I'm just
Tom
reading.
has never had a Pop-Tart, even when you were a kid.
Tommy don't like Pop.
Did your mom make homemade Pop-Tarts for
My
you?
mother would make toast like a proper
Well, 9 hours later, here's your Pop-Tart.
I don't want it. I want cereal.
Matched it perfectly.
Mother, I asked for locally sourced jam.
God, Bruce.
Oh, boy. I bet you ran that home like you were Damien, didn't you?
Time now
one made off a tricycle.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom. Tom, it's time for Today in History. Go ahead.
Okay. 1958, inexplicably, Great Balls of Fire reached #1 on the UK charts. Jerry Lee Lewis. Never got him. Sorry. Not mine.
I'm a big fan.
He's the king.
You're a big
Not
fan?
anymore.
Yeah, I am.
What other songs of his would you sit down and listen to?
A whole lot of shaking going on.
He's the king.
Kissing cousins.
That is
I like them young.
What about breakfast?
Finish your homework so we can make out.
Okay, good. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. In 1999, The Sopranos debuted on HBO.
Overrated.
Yeah,
Not
they did.
good.
Great.
Never saw it.
It really was as good as anything.
Among many things.
I might run that again. That sounds like a good
Maybe
idea,
I should
chick.
watch that.
Yes, it does.
Opening.
You've never seen The
I've
Sopranos?
never seen The Sopranos.
Gotta watch it.
What's it on?
HBO Max.
Okay, I got that.
And the great opening sequence. They were going to change that song every week, I guess, and then but people loved it so much they kept it. Terrific song. Do you know that it opened up therapy because Tony Soprano was actually going to a therapist.
Right.
Terrific. They actually considered doing a crossover with Frasier at one point.
Frasier be his
to bring back the Frasier hunk, which I'm certainly glad I did because that got about as much of a laugh as Oscar's attempt.
They are bringing Frasier back. You know that,
Oh,
right?
really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, they are. Without Niles, he's not going to be a part of it, but everybody else is coming back.
Good God. Well, no, not
dad.
Not the dad.
Father's disease.
Not the dog.
Well,
they can get it.
Well, who the hell? Well, Frasier. That's the only one?
And the girl.
The ladies.
The ladies.
Okay, in 1864, George Washington Carver, who, by the way, did not invent peanut butter.
I'm pretty sure he did.
He studied peanuts, but did not invent peanut butter.
You think he'd come up with, you know.
All you gotta do is smash a peanut.
He
How hard
did,
is it?
he did, however, famously wear the Mr. Peanut outfit.
Time now for things you learned.
Happy birthday, Frank Sinatra Jr. He's no longer with us.
The member of the board.
No, the pinky.
Not really.
Hey, what
Member,
is
not
it?
chairman.
What's green and skates? Frank Sinatra? No, that's
Frank
not right.
Sinatra.
What is it? No.
No, what's green? What's green and sings or something?
Peggy Flam. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're close.
What's brown and sits on the piano? Beethoven's Last Movement.
No,
You heard that one?
that's a classic.
Georgia won the National Football Championship. Everybody's very excited about that. Hall & Oates wrote the song Out of Touch, which is Tom Griswold's theme song. I do not care for coaches or any human being wearing visors on the sidelines. You can see that on all our socials. Me wearing a visor. I'm looking at you, Kirby Smart. Tight end Rob Gronkowski is going to have a field goal attempt during the Super Bowl, and it's going to be a commercial for gambling.
It sounds like it'll be fun.
It'll be amazing.
Where people are already talking about
Tom's beside himself.
Yep.
Our show today asks the question, what does dictate like? Isn't that what we asked?
You got to do it with an accent, really.
Yeah.
Dictate pretty good.
Dictate.
What did I did?
Josh enjoys the freedom of being single, he says.
He likes the quiet time alone.
And maybe after today's show, the freedom of being jobless.
If you want to be quiet right now, go to a TCU victory party. It's very quiet. I wonder if they have those 10,000 of those T-shirts lying around a warehouse in Los Angeles already.
We all knew the answer to this. What room do people hide out in when they're home? Of course, it's the bathroom.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, Josh had a truck stop dinner at a hotel for Christmas.
By himself on Christmas.
I enjoyed it.
Willie G has some sort of device that he's fit into his shower to hold his shower beer.
Mm-hmm. He's the second person to gift me this shower beer cup holder.
You've had two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you use both?
Kostaki
One for the Coke, the other for the Jack.
Georgia game last night, and I'm going home. I'm not sure when I'll return.
I hope you feel better.
Chucky's a little bit chicky.
Just tell yourself you're not getting sick.
Yeah, it's all in your head.
I need to strangle Tom when the mics go off. Go on. Keep talking like my mom. Go ahead.
Chucky,
I
can take your temperature.
Sure, get it in.
We'll do it in the butt.
You're welcome. Laugh.
To the butt. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube